talkSPORT Sports Update with Trusted Trader. Find top-notch tradespeople in your area, all who pass the Trusted Trader 15-point assessment.
talkSPORT.
I'm Ben Fletcher. Good afternoon. Has Oliver Glasner just weighed into the Alexander Isak row?
I think it's also the right of a club and the duty of a player to give 100% as long as he's under contract.
And it sounds like it. He was actually talking about Eberechi Eze, who is available to play in the Conference League tomorrow. talkSPORT's chief football correspondent Alex Crook says he's shown great maturity with his future up in the air.
Hats off to Eberechi Eze for the way that he's conducting himself throughout this transfer saga, throughout the interest from Tottenham. Obviously played at the weekend. There was a suggestion on Saturday from sources close to Eze that maybe that wouldn't be the case.
Mark Gay is also available to face Norwegian side Fredrikstad at Selhurst Park. This as the Eagles close in on signing El Canous from Leicester, with a verbal agreement said to be in place. Once that deal's done, we should get some movement on Eze to Tottenham. The Alexander Isak saga rumbles on then, as does the row over how the Newcastle forward has handled himself. Is he being disrespectful? Either way, our very own Danny Murphy reckons it's no bad thing that Isak has got his side of the story out.
There's been some good press, bad press. I think my version of what I'm interpreting is what he's saying. There's been a lot of stuff said out there without the facts, and that's why I'm speaking, which I think is good that he spoke.
Murphy reckons, all things considered, Isak will still be a Newcastle player come the 1st of September. Meanwhile, Brentford have rejected an improved offer from Newcastle of £35 million plus £5 million add-ons for Johan Whissa. They value Whissa in excess of £50 million, but Whissa, of course, is pushing for the move. And crisis hit Morecambe have confirmed the National League has lifted its transfer embargo, meaning the club can sign players again. The Shrimps belatedly kick off their season at home to Altrincham on Saturday lunchtime. There's more at talksport.com.
talkSPORT News.
A man who stabbed a neighbour and attacked a PC with a crossbow after attempting to hunt down police has been jailed for 9 years, and the government says it's working on contingency plans for asylum seekers forced to leave a hotel in Essex. The news team has more at past.
talkSPORT weather with QuickFit. Buy 2 or more Bridgestone Turanza all-season 6 tyres and claim Bridgestone's massive 20,000 mileage guarantee. Visit quickfit.com and book today. Conditions apply.
We'll duet the weather, shall we? Mostly dry this afternoon, feeling cooler along the North Sea coast.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Drive on talkSPORT with me. Front page of the national newspaper, Andy Goldstein. I didn't mention your name. It's Darren here, by the way. It's Darren Bent.
Darren here, by the way. Darren Bent.
DB, Sneaker Freak.
Yo, you're right.
Very well, how are you?
Yeah, I'm all good, thank you. All good.
All right, Jiggo, we've got a show for you. We really do, actually. We are talking Alexander Isak after he traded statements with his club, Newcastle, last night. Who's going to blink first? And should we have more sympathy for players in this situation? Probably not. Also asking if Arsenal need to go and steal Eze from under Tottenham's noses following another injury to Kai Havertz. And we'll also ask whether you're sick of managers always asking for new signings. That's after Enzo Maresca called for a new centre-back despite having 7 others on the books. All that, plus we'll discuss Russell Martin's terrible start to life at Rangers, and we'll be joined by Kevin Atchard for a bit of Drive Worldwide. A busy show. This is Drive, this is talkSPORT. You can get involved. 03717 223344.
Nathan Blake. I've never heard that footballer. Nathan Blake. I've never heard of that person before in my life. Shout out Nathan Blake.
Good afternoon, everyone. Nice to see you. Just reading today's Sun newspaper here. It says it's really great to be back with Bonehead. Noel told Goldstein. Noel also spoke to Andy Goldstein. Can't see your name anywhere. Noel, front page. I'm so proud of Liam. Can't see your. Were you in the studio yesterday?
Yeah.
Just Noel and.
Do you know what?
Noel and Goldstein.
Do you know it's like you?
Huh?
It's like, is that the first time you've ever been in the newspaper? Your name? You like that?
No.
Hey, frame it. Frame it, will you, love? Frame it. I'm in the paper.
Sorry, love? Yeah. What, are you going in the framers in the 60s?
No, it was you. Talk to Mrs. Goldstein. Frame it. I'm in the paper, love. Frame it.
It's the first time we've been on the front page, and it's the only time I want to be on the front page.
Yeah. Look at you all happy in that because your name's in
It's good for the show.
Goldstein.
Doesn't mention the show, but it's good for the show.
Goldstein's in the paper.
Oh.
Look, kids. Honestly, embarrassing.
Oh, yeah, I tell you what, if you would have seen what Bentley said when he walked in, it's a disgrace.
No,
Who's in charge of that paper?
Are you gonna lie?
Find me their name. I'm going up there now.
Tell the truth. 20 kids life.
I don't need to.
Yeah, don't. Shout out Nathan Blake.
Before we start today's show, I played golf this morning.
Okay, about that. Nathan Blake needs to come on.
We'll
I
go
need
for
to apologise to
Nathan
him.
Blake. I played golf this morning with my mate Tim Cochran. He scored his best ever scored 90. Can we have a round of applause, please? Can you press the round of applause button for Tim?
I mean, you're full titling him like I know he is.
No, he's a good mate of mine, but he scored 90. What I'm saying is he had his best ever day in the office.
And how
That's
did you
pretty
do?
unbelievable. 93, not bad. Have we got sound effects round of applause? Jack's still not talking to me.
Well,
Just cut it short.
what have you done?
I can't go to his wedding now. Well, you're going, aren't you? You got a christening.
Oh, you know what, Jack? You're right. At least I apologise, Jack. You're right.
I did apologise
No,
to
you
him.
didn't. Not properly. Oh, let's hear it now then.
Hold on.
Oh, no. I want it properly now.
Hold on. He ambushed me in the toilet yesterday, right? And I have it on a text from Jack saying, well, I'll put you down. If you can't go, you can't go. And when I said to him, I can't, he then got the amp with me.
Well, no. Hey, 2.5 weeks ago that was. That's what he's telling me.
It was last week.
2.5 weeks.
Oh, you've been talking to
I
him?
need a apology to him.
Jack, I apologise to you. This is what I said.
No, that's not sincere.
This is what I said to
See
Jack.
longer.
This is what I said to Jack. I said, Jack, I've got a decision to make, and this is what's happening on Sunday. I'll either upset you or I'll upset Mrs. G, and I choose to upset you over Mrs. G. That's fair. There's nothing I can do about it.
Well, how long have you known about the date?
What?
How long?
I was trying to sort it so I could go because I really wanted to go.
Anything else, Jack, you need to say?
Sorry, have you bought Jack a present yet?
It's coming, mate.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
that's convenient. Jack, mine's coming as well.
Yeah. Oh, you can apologise properly. Be sincere.
Jack, I apologise to you, and I will get you a present. All right?
That's nice.
Jack, let me ask you this. All right? Do you want a present just for you, or do you want one for you and Mrs. Jack? What would you prefer? Just for you, exactly. Right, we'll take you out to the Redwood and get you a drink. Busy show. Nathan Blake.
Yeah.
If you missed yesterday's show, Darren Bent didn't know who Nathan Blake was.
No, I made an error.
Brain fog.
Yes. Brain fog. No, when in fog, it was saying, it's a word we can't use. But I messed up.
That's
bad.
That's what I put fog in.
Yeah.
It's bad. We want Nathan on our show today.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
We text him on a number that we've had 6 years ago. We don't know if it's his. If you know where Nathan Blake is.
A lot of people listen to the show know him.
Exactly. Can you get Nathan Blake to phone us? Or has he got your number?
No, he hasn't, no.
No, he probably doesn't know you are. If you know Nathan Blake, we want Nathan Blake on today's show. That's our quest for today.
Tell him it's not Marcus Bent this afternoon, it's Darren Bent.
Darren Bent. Okay. Actually, tell him it's Andy Goldstein, because he might have heard yesterday. I was listening to talkSPORT and Darren Bent didn't know you. Don't mention Darren Bent's name. All right? So if you know Nathan Blake, we want him on the show. That between now and 7, that's our quest.
Yes.
All right, we'll do that. A busy show. A bit later on, we'll talk about... we'll talk about Rangers.
Jeez.
No good. What was it, 3 goals in 20 minutes?
I can't lie. And maybe this kind of sums up where Rangers are a little bit.
Yeah.
Obviously, the game was on Amazon.
Was it?
Yeah, Rangers.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You got one of them sticks,
No,
right?
Rangers on Amazon.
Yeah.
I chose to watch AFC Wimbledon, Cardiff.
Why?
I just did.
It's close at home, right? You English football, it's Scottish football.
No,
I get
but
that.
you think I'd be...
No, not really. There's no favouritism there.
I'm sure it's AFC Wimbledon, Cardiff.
It sounds like their defence decided to watch that game as well. So we'll talk about that a bit later on. We'll also talk about Spurs and Eze. I'm amazed that they're after Eberechi Eze and he's playing tomorrow night for
Yes.
It's a bit strange.
There is something really strange about that, because if you know he's going or the deal's close, you don't want to risk him so he gets an injury and you don't get the money. But also as well, if you're Spurs, you're going, hold on a second here, we're about to buy him. I'm not quite sure I want him playing in that game. Bit of a weird one.
Yeah. So all that's coming up a bit later on. Nathan Blake, if you listen, 037172233. What's the number for you and everyone else involved wanting to get through to today's show? But we're going to start with, Arsenal, because they got this season off to a lucky winning start with a 1-0 win against Man United over the weekend. But bad news is never far away. Kai Havertz has suffered a knee injury. Could be out for months. Well, at least a month. So, should they go and try and steal Eze from under Tottenham's noses?
It's worked through to Havertz at the edge of the area, gets it on his left and buries it for 1-1. Brilliant finish from Kai Havertz.
Gyökeres for me is not the answer. I know it's only one game in and people say he's rusty. You've got to see Havertz start more games than you will Gyökeres.
He can do so many different things that I think he's got value, and he's one of the people that Mikel Arteta trusts.
It is agonising for Arteta and Arsenal. They've given absolutely everything, but it still wasn't enough, and they'll only finish second.
Only. Another second-place finish last season. Now the Gunners could be without Kai Havertz for an extended period of time after he injured his knee. The club, they've also given a new contract to left-sided winger Leandro Trossard, but they haven't increased the length of time he's going to be there, meaning they've just given him a pay rise, basically. Many Arsenal fans weren't happy about that, with the left wing position in need of reinforcements. But now they're set to be without Kai Havertz. So should they go and get Eze is one of the questions we're asking. Firstly, how much of a blow is that for Arsenal? No Kai Havertz, Spency. And also, sorry, a two-pronged question. How much of a blow? And also, does that add more pressure now to Gyökeres?
Yeah, I think Kai Havertz, I mean, when he first signed for Arsenal, a lot of people, and I wouldn't even say rightly so, but I was certainly one that went, no, like, why are we buying him? Like, he was never prolific for Chelsea. I know he scored the big goal in the Champions League final, but I was never one that was almost like, yeah, we're getting the Kai Havertz. I can see it makes sense. But to be fair to him, for Arsenal, he's done okay. 29 goals in total in 88 games isn't bad. Do you know what I mean? Isn't that bad at all?
He got off to an awful start.
He did
an awful start. And to be fair, he made people like me eat my words.
Yeah, because
towards the end of that season, he was excellent.
He's now starting to. People can understand now how important he is to the Arsenal team and the way that Arsenal play. And I even think now, I think Gyökeres will play more minutes because he's the centre forward that Arsenal have signed. But I don't think it was a guarantee that Kai Havertz spends a lot of the time on the bench. I never saw that scenario. I think Mikel Arteta was going to have to find a way of getting them both minutes. But the fact that he's now injured, it's a blow. Like, you can't hide the fact it's a blow. So I think Arsenal have to dip into the transfer market. Now, I would absolutely love them to go and get Eze. But I would have liked them to get Eze before this, like, start of the transfer window. I would have loved to get, once you got Gyökeres, go and get Eze. I would have loved it. But I think Arsenal have to do something.
He's an Arsenal fan, right?
Yeah, apparently so, yeah.
I mean, I don't get why Spurs are taking so long to sign him. I don't understand that.
The weird part about it, as you said there, is that he's playing tomorrow. Like, that I can't understand, because if the deal's close, the fees are agreed and stuff, I don't see why would you want him to play another game? Like, so either that tells me the clubs are not as close as we think they are, or he's not completely sold.
But surely he wouldn't want to play, right? If that was me and I had a big move coming up, I wouldn't want to play in that game.
No, you'd say, listen, you know I'm going, Gaff. But they'd be sensible about it, because the club would tell the manager, listen, he's probably going to go in the next couple of days. We've got 60-odd million pounds for him. It's probably not a good idea. It's not like the Gahey situation where that one really is up in the air.
Yeah.
But when it looks like Spurs are so close, it is really surprising that he's going to be playing tomorrow night. So that tells me either the clubs are not as close as we think they are, or maybe he's not convinced that Spurs is the place for him.
I'm going to ask you a question, but I know you're going to be biased.
Yeah, Arsenal.
Okay, I was going to ask where you think, but as an Arsenal fan, you're saying Arsenal.
Yeah,
but if you take your Arsenal glasses off, you still think Arsenal is the right.
I mean, it's very hard to take the glasses off.
Okay. Well,
they're more like permanent contact lenses.
Let's be realistic about it, right? So Spurs had a more successful season.
Yes, but they didn't have a bet. They had a port by. But if you talk about league, they had awful, probably the worst they've ever had.
They did,
right?
But I would say that is a complete one-off.
It is a one-off.
An anomaly. That won't happen for Tottenham.
It is, and for anyone who's saying, yeah, we had a better season, I understand why you'd say that if you're a Spurs fan. But think about it like this: if you had your best season ever, your manager got sacked off the back of it.
Yeah.
So it obviously wasn't that great. Yes, you had a really, really unbelievable moment, and you deserve that. Happy for you. But at the end of the day, your league form was appalling.
Okay. What are the benefits? Are there any of Eberechi Eze if Arsenal did come in for him, choosing Spurs over Arsenal?
Well, the one obvious thing, the glaring thing, I think, is that if he goes to Spurs now, I think he plays straight away.
Yeah.
Right, and he automatically, I think, believes it comes one of their main men, if not the main man, in terms of where is he? Give him the ball. Give him the ball.
That's a very good point.
He comes to Arsenal.
Because he's replacing Kai Havertz, who wasn't a regular fixture in that team.
Well, he was until Gyökeres turned up. Remember?
Yeah, but he's not now.
No, but he's not now. But there's no guarantees, though, that he weren't going to oust Gyökeres.
Oh, I don't know. You pay £70 million for a
I get it, but imagine he goes 5 games without a goal. Eventually, Havertz's going to play.
I know, but what I'm saying is right now he's not. You've got Martinelli on the left, so he can't play there.
Even in the last pre-season game against, I think, Bilbao, where Gyökeres scored the header, fantastic header, you should have seen the goal Kai Havertz scored. Unbelievable.
If you were in that situation, difficult because it's Arsenal and they're your team, but let's just take Arsenal and Spurs out of it. If there were two clubs that I don't want to say they're not equal. They're not equal. But my question
I know it's hard.
If you were playing first-team football regularly for a slightly less successful club, I don't want to use the word smaller, or you could go to the slightly more successful side but play less game time, what are you choosing?
I just think as a football club, Arsenal right now are in a better place. You know what I mean? They finished. I know it's not a badge of honour. Maybe the first season you go, well, listen, they're getting closer.
Yeah.
But finishing second in the Premier League takes some doing.
Okay, so you're saying that Arsenal, your side, should go and hijack that deal?
That shouldn't even have been a starter. Yeah. Arsenal should have gone and got him weeks ago.
Okay, Arsenal fans, I'm guessing you feel the same. If there's a Spurs fan, can tell me why Eberechi Eze should
Listen,
sign
if he goes to
for
Spurs, I think he could play week in, week out.
Yeah,
but
that's the poll, because you both got Champions League football, and realistically, Arsenal have got more chance of winning the Premier League, right?
Yeah, but I think if he goes to Arsenal, I know he might not start as the main man, but there's no reason why he can't turn himself into that main man.
Okay. We'll start with Eberechi Eze. He looks like he's going to Spurs, but could and should Arsenal hijack that move? 03717 2233 44. Dial that number. You can have your say next, live on Drive on talkSPORT. It's Drive on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside. Still to come, we'll talk about Mohamed Salah. Wow, what an achievement that is. We're asking if he's the greatest player the Premier League has ever seen after he won yet another PFA Player of the Year last night. How many seasons was Henry over in this country for?
I want to say 8 or 9.
Okay, so quite a lot then. Three PFA awards. Incredible. Frightening, yeah. Just quickly, Leon Bailey has joined Roma on a season-long loan from Aston Villa, which includes an option to buy. Have we heard from Nathan Blake?
I don't know you're looking at. No.
I'm trying to look at Billy, but I can't really see his face. Brentford have today rejected a £40 million offer from Newcastle for Johan Whissa. Is that going to happen, that one?
Do you know what? I mean, he's doing what he can. And do you know what's funny? He's almost got, because of Isak, he's getting under the radar what he's doing, because what he's doing is equally as petty, because he deleted all the pictures of Brentford and stopped following him and all that.
That was very strange.
But I just think, do you know what that tells me? That Newcastle obviously want to sign him, but a lot depends on if Newcastle get Whissa, that will make it easier for Isak to get out the door. What are you doing? When I'm talking to you, look at me.
I know, but people at home don't know that.
Yeah, but you do that to me all the time.
Do you want me to explain what I'm doing? So while you're
Thank
talking...
you. Yeah, I'm trying to have a good conversation with you.
I'm looking for the mouse in this room so I can turn on the switchboard thing so I can see...
There is a mouse here.
That one it's not from my computer. But I was trying to do that without people realising it.
Well, now you tell them that.
Billy, I can't... Can you come and sort this out for me, please? I can't touch it.
Oh, he's acting like angry. It's sort it out now, Bill.
Billy, get in there now. Billy,
let's be honest, though. You should have a mouse next to you.
I don't know where it is. 03717223344. Is it Mark? Mark's a Spurs fan. That's not... Martin. Oh, there you go. Hello, Martin.
So it was the right mouse.
Look. Nothing. Blank screen. Martin, hello.
Right.
Hello, Martin.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can now. I can only apologise, but the thing's not working. But it is now. We can hear you loud and clear. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. How are you?
Good. Very well, thank you. You're a Spurs fan, right?
I am indeed.
What's made you phone up today? Are you angry at what Darren Bent's been saying?
No, I mean, what you both haven't said and what you both have failed to mention, which I'm very surprised at, knowing how knowledgeable you guys are, is there's something happening at the end of the season this year, and that's the World Cup. Now, if he's going to be playing at Spurs week in, week out, he's got better chance of booking his place on that flight than he would probably at Arsenal.
Well, now, because I think he'll play enough minutes to be able to get himself. It doesn't depend. Like, he's not going to come to Arsenal for 60 million and not play any minutes. Like, he'll get Arsenal will go far in a lot of domestic cup competitions. Hopefully, the Champions League and the Premier League. A lot of competitions to deal with. Like, he'll get a lot of minutes, more than enough minutes, I think, to get himself in the World Cup squad.
But there's a difference between getting the squad and getting the team, and that's the point I was trying to make, is that if he's going to be the standout player for Spurs, which he now could be, now that Maddison's probably not going to play this season, he's got a really good chance of backing himself and getting in that starting 11.
I mean, listen, I get what you're saying, but I think equally as well, playing for Arsenal, he'll get enough minutes to be able to get himself. I think he's in the squad anyway. I think he's that talented that he's in there anyway.
And also what we've got to say to the lad as well is you've got Isak and Whissa refusing to play, and this lad's shown up on Sunday at Stamford Bridge, putting in a performance. So credit to the boy wherever he ends up. It says about his character and about his professionalism.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Martin. You're right, because he's definitely conducted himself in the right way. Because you're right. Look at Whissa, you look at Isak, and then you've got this lad who's been courted by two big clubs as well, and he's going about it the right way, playing well.
Thanks for calling. Let's go to Kieran. He's up next. Hi, Kieran.
Hello, Andy. Hello, Darren.
How are you? Are you good?
Yes, thank you. Yourselves?
Good. Sadly, I can't see my switchboard at the moment. Who's your team? Are you Spurs or Arsenal?
Spurs.
No, I'm Spurs, Darren, Andy.
Okay.
What it was, Andy, was I'm just a bit disappointed that they haven't got the Eze deal over the line already, because
that's nuts.
We had a decent result Saturday, but no disrespect, it was only Burnley. We've got a very tough game away to Man City Saturday, and I was hoping Eze deal would have been done and he would have at least been in the squad.
Do you know what you say that though, right, Kieran, about Burnley?
Sorry,
you said that about Burnley, and you are right. But remember last season, this maybe tells you where you are, because didn't you get beat by Ipswich? You were the first team to get beat. So newly promoted sides, it's not easy. Look at West Ham, Sunderland. Do you know what I mean? So I know you said it's only Burnley, but to be fair, you destroyed them.
It's a different season this season, mate. Hopefully we're a different team already. As you can tell from the PSG game, we gave them a good game, one of the best teams in the world, and we gave them a good game. So I think we've moved on from last season, but and the other thing that's, I'm worried because I've heard that Daniel Levy is personally involved in the deal, which to me is not a great thing.
Where'd you hear that from?
Well, it's been touted about on your show quite often, Darren. Daniel Levy's personally involved, and after what happened with the Morgan Gibbs White deal didn't go through, I wish he'd bloody just stay away from it.
Yeah, but that wasn't his fault.
That's funny. I forgot about the Gibbs White one.
Nothing to do with Spurs, that one, right?
No, fair enough, but that's just my personal point of view, Darren. I just wish he'd stay away from it.
Yeah, Darren, stop getting involved. You're right. Yeah, you're right to have a go at Darren there.
Andy.
What? That's good.
Do you know, I forgot about the Gibbs White one. I wonder.
That's nothing to do with Spurs.
No, I know that.
Forest
but I wonder if Spurs would have gone for Eze as well as Gibbs White.
No, I doubt it.
You don't reckon?
No, they're not spending 120 million. Yeah, where'd you cram them all into that?
Oh, I'd get him.
Yeah, but they were going for Morgan White before James Maddison got injured.
Yeah, so maybe they weren't sold on.
Yeah. Dan's up next. Hi, Dan.
Morning, chaps. You all right? Oh, sorry, afternoon.
We're good, very well. How are you today? You all right?
Yeah, knackered. No, I'm good, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, I was sort of wondering out, because obviously what I keep hearing is about is should he go to Arsenal, should he go to... Why is no one saying should he stay at Palace?
Say that again, why what? You broke up there.
Why is nobody saying he should stay at Palace? It's always talk about...
Well, you know
Arsenal
why.
or Spurs.
Dan, you know why.
No, I don't.
Well, they're in the Champions League.
And you're not.
Okay, right. But here's a very salient point. As the other guy said a little while back, it's a World Cup year. So let's be honest. Is he more likely to win a European trophy with Palace or with Spurs?
Dan, let me ask you this question, right? Hand on heart.
Yeah, go
right?
on.
Hand on heart.
Yeah.
Do you think that any player on the planet that's playing for Palace, if Spurs or Arsenal come in for them, and the clubs agree the deal, would decide to stay at Palace?
Arsenal's a different kettle of fish to Spurs.
Spurs have got Champions League football.
Yeah, but it's a token gesture. They got it there by winning Europe and avoiding relegation. But you're missing. But you're right.
Spurs are much bigger,
new
Dan.
manager in.
Spurs are much bigger.
But do you know what, Dan? My only thing with your point, right, and I get what you're saying, right, is that this is my point, yeah, is that if he stays at Palace and plays week in, week out, yes, he's the main man. He's got a great chance of getting in the squad, yeah?
He's going to be in the squad.
Right? He's going to be in the squad anyway, but he's got a great chance of getting in the squad. If he goes to Arsenal or Spurs and plays really well for them in the Champions League, he's then got a chance of starting for England. Do you know what I mean? So there's a little bit of a point of him just getting in the squad and starting for England.
I get fans upset. Why is my player leaving? But you got to understand the broader scheme.
Yeah, of course.
Still to come, we'll be hearing what Oasis legend Noel Gallagher had to say about Man United when he was on yesterday's show. That should have made the papers. That did it? Front page. And Benny's name's not in it, but mine is. That's embarrassing. First up, it's time for no Googling. Sorry, I didn't know that. I didn't know that was coming up.
It's so embarrassing, aren't you?
Speaking of Oasis, what? Front page on yesterday's newspaper with page... Oh, let me just read it out. Goldstein mused as good pal Noel Gallagher asked him some... their beloved Man City started the season with a 4-0 win over Wolves, but it wasn't their highest ever win on an opening day under Guardiola. What team did Man City beat 5-0 back in 2019? The answer to that, and Billy coming in and fixing my switchboard and loads more coming up live at Java Talk Sport in seconds. Stay where you are.
When Sir Jim Ratcliffe took control of footballing operations at United, the Manchester-born billionaire was somewhat welcomed in as a homegrown hero, ready to save the club from the dark days of the Glazers. But in just 12 months, he became a punchbag for many fans. So what happened? Well, let's take a look and you can decide for yourself. Over the last 3 years, the club lost 300 million quid, and Ratcliffe rightfully committed to sorting that. But what seemed to get fans' backs up is the way he went about it. For example, talkSPORT understands staff lunch options at the Carrington canteen have been reduced to just soup and sandwiches, which the higher-ups at the club say will save them 1 million quid a year. Now, that might make sense for many who don't get free meals at work themselves, but it does get a little bit more picky than that. It was reported that after staff brought some stationery, they were ordered to send sellotape back because it wasn't considered to be essential. And the reward for being Steward of the Week used to be 50 quid, but that was scrapped and replaced by a paper certificate. But it's not just seemingly stingy decisions. In 2024 alone, Ratcliffe oversaw 250 redundancies, and more were announced at the beginning of 2025. Now, while there are people who acknowledge United's staff numbers are overinflated, it's the optics which aren't great. Add to the mix the introduction of a flat ticket price of 66 quid for every fan, even children, while Casemiro's on 350 grand a week, and the frustration of fans reached fever pitch. Time will tell whether Ratcliffe's cost-cutting measures will improve outcomes at the club, but one thing's for sure, there's a long way to go for United to be back where many say they belong.
Job talkSPORT with Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside Philip Campbell. Will be asking if the Rangers job might be a bit too big for Russell Martin after they were as good as out in the Champions League already. Just quickly, just before we move on to the next bit, I started to watch, I think it's called 1923 or 1980.
Oh, decent that. 1883?
No, not that one, the next one.
Because there's a few, it's all the Dutton family though, isn't it?
Yeah. We're talking about Yellowstone, right?
Yeah.
So I'm watching the 19 one. And
that's
Harrison Ford.
Harrison, yes.
Helen Mirren, I've started watching that. And I find it difficult to this might not be a surprise to most people. I find it difficult to concentrate for more than like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'll be watching something and my brain will just go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And one of the things it went to last night, I don't know why, but how much money Jeff Bezos has got. So I Googled it.
Mad, isn't it?
Do you know how much money he's got?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Go on.
256 billion.
Okay, 243
That's
billion.
close enough. That's the kind of weird stuff I Google.
240.
I know.
Have
you seen Elon Musk?
My wife went, I paused it. I went, Abigail, what are you doing? I went, Abigail, how much what's his name? Elon Musk. No.
Jeff Bezos.
Sorry, Jeff Bezos got. And she was gone. I went, 240. She went, that's disgusting. No person should have that much money.
Have you seen Elon Musk?
Has he got more?
I think he's about 415 billion.
How much?
But hey, seriously,
Newcastle owners got? They got 800 billion collectively.
Can I have more than that?
Oh, okay.
But no, one man, 400 billion.
Yeah, that's no good. I could have some of that. If he gave me $1 million,
Yeah.
is that like me giving you 10p?
But less than that.
Do you think so?
If he give you, 1 million?
Yeah.
It's like a penny.
Do you think so?
He's got 400 billion.
I love the fact when you're talking about people's wealth, it really hates it.
400
You really hate it, do you?
No, I love it.
400.
No, I actually I love it. But
Do you know there's anything you can't buy?
No.
Like big yachts, right, and all that sort of stuff.
No, there's no item he can't buy.
You see that thing? Just quickly before we move on, Bill. Producer Joe's not here. Basically, do what we want. I can't see Billy anyway. Have you seen that like little video clips about 6 minutes long of Jeff Bezos going? Yeah, one day I was just sitting at home and I thought, what happened to the rocket ships from the first rocket that went to the moon? Like Apollo 11? Apollo 11. And he went, because when they came back to Earth, the rockets, like the engines, they got rid of them and they dropped into an ocean. So anyway, I decided to go find and make a coffee table out of them. And he set up this big thing, like millions of billions of pounds worth, and somehow found these rockets that were...
Do you know what that screams to me? Boredom. Doesn't it?
I know, yeah, he's bored.
That 250 bill, boredom.
Yeah, he's bored.
I'm going to go and find an engine coffee table. Think about what you said there. Do you know what I mean? Man's got 250 bill and he's gone, do you know what? Nah. I need to cut coffee tables. Let's go and get the Atlantic. Get a couple in the Atlantic. Do you know what I mean? How much is it going to cost? About 10 mil?
I'm so bored.
Yeah.
You get coffee table. No. Let's go and find them at the bottom of the ocean.
Honestly.
Because you can do anything.
But yeah, Elon Musk, man, come on. No man should have 400 billion. 400!
You get so wound up about it.
No, but you know, I love it though. Fair play.
I could never, right? Sorry, Bill. I could never get my head around the fact how you can start up a business in a garage, which is where Amazon started, and from there go to one of the biggest companies in the world.
Just concept, innit?
Yeah, but I just can't get my head around the fact that you can go, right, I need someone to manage this, and then that gets a little bit too big. I need 5 people now. And all of a sudden you go, I need, I don't know, 400 million people working for me.
I'm guessing, and listen, I know we've got to go, sorry, Bill, but I'm guessing he accumulated a lot.
By the way, I say that home to my wife. I'm talking to my wife. I go, hold on, sorry, Bill, I just want to talk to my wife a bit more.
I'm guessing he accumulated a lot of that wealth. I know he's been wealthy for a long time, but obviously the bad time, COVID, he must have, that's where he must have
because everyone was sat at home.
Ordering stuff.
I ordered so much rubbish.
Me too.
I ordered an easal. We should do a text at 1889. What rubbish did you buy through COVID because you couldn't get out? I ordered an easel where you could paint. You know, it had like a canvas. And I can't paint. I've never used it. Still home in a box.
Yeah.
Well, easel.
I think because just before COVID, I had my gym installed.
Yeah.
And the amount of stuff
tough world, isn't it? I got an easel, but he had a gym installed.
No, but just before.
Oh, right.
But I the amount of stuff I was ordering from there. But do you know what's funny? Trying to get like a medicine ball that should be about £6.
Yeah.
150 quid now. Because everyone's trying to get medicine balls.
That's because Bezos has got £300 million, 300 billion.
Oh,
300 billion.
Geez. And it was coming to my door in an hour. now it stopped. They got sloppy then. Sloppy.
I bet your postman's got big arms.
Honestly, hour.
If you did that, if you ordered like a load of weights from Amazon, would the Amazon driver have to be like really tough?
Yeah, they put back of a truck and then they wheel it out.
Oh, do they?
Because when I ordered my jump boxes, you know
yeah.
They're called plyo boxes. Plyo,
like the Reebok.
No, you do your jumps on them, like box jumps.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I ordered about 4 of them. I had to come in the back of a truck. Yo, you again? See you in half hour.
Right, Oasis superstar and legend Noel Gallagher was on our show yesterday as the UK part of their tour is coming to an end for now. They're back in September for a couple of days at Wembley. And he spoke to us about how he's been reunited with his brother Liam.
I guess when it's all said and done, we'll sit and reflect on it. But it's great being back in the band with Liam. I forgot how funny he was.
And also his voice. Everyone has said, oh, my God, his voice is unbelievable. And it is.
It's AI.
But do you know what's funny? I was thinking about this the other day when I was thinking, right, the next time I'm going to speak to you, I'm going to ask you this question because everyone is saying Liam's voice is amazing, but your voice is pretty amazing still as well, right?
I'm the songwriter, you know what I mean? I'm not really a singer, to be honest, but Liam's smashing it. He's I'm proud of him. You know, he's kind of. I've been being a song front in a band for 16 years. I know how difficult that is. You know what I mean? And I know, and I couldn't do the stadium thing like he does it. It's not in my nature. But I've got to say, man, I kind of look at him and I think, you know, good for you, mate. You know, he's been amazing.
What what we should point out first is how lucky we are to have Noel on the show. Right? He doesn't do any interviews, but he comes on our show, so we're very grateful about that. But also, it's nice. We've spoken to him a million times. It was nice hearing him talk like that because you could actually hear how happy and excited he was about the tour and how blown away he was by the support. Well, it has been incredible.
Well, I know about 50 people that are just desperate. But I think the good thing is, and you've done it, and I know quite a few people that have done it, they've gone to multiple nights. So that just tells you how big it is. Because usually you see a concert once, one night you go, enough of that. But the fact that people are going twice, 3 times.
It's the greatest gig I've ever been to in my life.
Is it though?
Yeah, it really, no, it genuinely is, hands down.
I'll tell you what, that's a bit controversial from you. And you
of
know
any
what?
band.
And you know, see, you thought about what you said there, innit? Because that's straight away my brain's going.
I know where your brain's going.
Yeah,
I got there a little bit quicker than you.
I'm not going to mention it, but no, to hear him speak like that's nice because they are one of the biggest bands ever.
Yeah.
And to hear them, obviously, I don't understand. You're a lot closer than I am. The falling out and stuff, and spent years apart. But to kind of hear him talk about his brother in such a kind way, I think a lot of people were happy about that. Really happy about that.
Well, that's probably what made the front page of the newspaper today because it was such a great thing to hear.
Yeah.
That's the only interview he's done at any stage during this tour.
Is it?
Yeah.
Incredible. But no, I mean,
we're very lucky.
You're obviously getting me tickets and we're going, so I'm looking forward to that.
If you want to go, you ask Noel for it. I can't get tickets.
You can.
I cannot get tickets. I swear to you, I can't get them.
You can.
My best mate wants them. I thought I could go. I couldn't get them. I cannot get them. Honestly, I can't. No, we'll get them for you, but I can't get them.
I'm can't ask Noel. I don't know him well enough to ask him. You're tight with him. You're tight with them.
I'll send a text on your... Have you got his number?
Why would I have Noel's number?
No, you haven't. We'll stay with Noel. He also had this bit to say on Manchester United. Surprisingly, he's actually backed them to have a good season. Have a listen to this.
I actually think it might be quite close this season. I think there could be the 4 could be in it.
Who's the 4th? Chelsea.
I don't know. I think United are going to overachieve this season. They looked really good against Arsenal.
They did.
They look good.
Yeah.
They deserve the draw. And.
Sorry, hold on. Are you saying that United might be in the mix?
No, I think they'll overachieve. I think people are saying, well, if they finish in the top 10, but I think they'll take points off the big teams for sure, and I think Tottenham will too.
So he knows his football now, and he thinks Man United will be in the mix. You and I have had a bet for.
Clearly, he doesn't if he thinks that.
Do you not think United will be in the mix?
No. I think.
Why? I don't know why you're so stubborn with that.
I think you'll have a better season. Of course, you are a lot better than 15th. That is just one of those weird things. But I don't automatically put you in the mix for top 4.
No, I don't either. But top 8, you must be.
Yeah, but I've had a bet top 8.
I know.
Do I think
you'll still be honest?
Do I think you'll get top 8? Yes.
Okay, fine.
But do I hope you get top 8? No. Do I hope you get top 10? No.
All right. I hope you get relegated.
Maybe that's not
let's move on, but stay with football because last night the PFA Awards were dishing out for best player, best young player, etc. Mohamed Salah became the first ever player to win the PFA Player of the Year 3 times. Morgan Rogers was named the Young Player of the Year.
Yeah.
In the team of the season, I didn't get this. I texted this on the group this morning. 3 centre-backs were named in the back 4. William Saliba was right back, I think. Sells, this is the team. Sells, Saliba, Van Dijk, Gabriel, Kirkez, Rice, Gravenberch, McAllister, Salah, Wood and Isak. Anyone not in that team?
I mean, it's a difficult one. I mean, I'm delighted that Chris Wood is in it because I think he was absolutely incredible when he started off this season. I think Saliba last year, like Gabriel had to be in it, but then he obviously picked up the big injury.
I don't get why Saliba's in it. Because if you looked at their team of the year, every other position was in the position. 2 centre-backs.
And we've got 3.
And a left-back.
Yeah.
4 midfielders, 3 attackers. Yeah, they've stuck in 3
I thought Saliba struggled with that Gabriel at times last year. I really do. But I think Matt Sells, good. I think David Raya could feel a bit harsh about that. I think he could have got that.
Cole Palmer, should he have been there?
Do you know what? By his standards, though, last year, he wasn't... I know his numbers were great, certainly early on in the season.
He was nominated for Player of the Season, but didn't make Team of the Year.
Well, I mean, Declan Rice at 8, Gravenberch, McAllister. Yeah, he could have got in there, but... I mean, Salah, Isak and Chris Wood. It's a good team, but fair play to Mohamed
How
Salah.
great is Salah?
You know my feelings on him. I think he's one of the greats.
Is he number 2 on your list? Henry number 1?
It's hard. It's so hard. He's top 5 now. Definitely top 5.
I agree with that. Is he Liverpool's greatest ever player?
See, I'm not a Liverpool fan, so in my era of Liverpool, I would still go Steven Gerrard. And the reason why I say that is because Salah's been involved in some great Liverpool teams. I played against some of the teams that Gerrard was in that were... honestly, and it was like I've not seen anything like it. But he has been... What he's done, Salah has been...
I would imagine, Liverpool fans can let me know, I would imagine my guess being... Kenny Dalglish, Steven Gerrard and Mohamed Salah
would be the 3. Yeah.
They're probably Chuck Rushing, one of the greatest goal scorers we've ever seen. But
Hansen?
Hansen was unbelievable, centre-half. Souness. then you start going Souness, Gerrard. It's totally different.
Again, Souness played in great Liverpool teams, didn't he? Like, great.
Yeah, like the Champions League winning time.
Some of the team, I promise you, that Gerrard played in at Liverpool.
You're a dog.
I'm telling you now, compared to Liverpool standards, were so bad.
Yeah, I agree.
But all of a sudden, it's almost like something would flick in his brain, and he'd go, I'm not having this. And he'd just start, his passing would start going over the place.
Yeah.
He'd start picking up the ball and just running with it. And you know when people just are trying to attack him and they're just bouncing off him?
What's weird about that Liverpool era, I'm thinking about it now, we always talk about Gerrard being head and shoulders above everyone else. I can't think of other players that were at Liverpool for a long time, not as long as Gerrard, but there maybe 4 or 5 years, that you can name that were as influential, that carried that Liverpool side.
Yeah,
I mean, they didn't have an influx of great players, Gerrard level.
No, they had, Suarez, of course, Torres.
Course. I know that team, the 2013 that nearly won the league.
Yeah.
That team was fantastic.
But there were times before that.
Yeah, way before that.
Where they weren't great, but he was just, like, I describe him as a force of nature, man, because he could do everything. Everything.
Yeah.
Even his tackling was a bit naughty at times.
Yeah, great player.
Great.
No doubt about that. When we come back, usually I should know. Look, I've got to pick this up now because newsreaders are moving stuff. When we come back, we'll talk about Mohamed Salah a bit more. From 5 o'clock, we'll talk about Alexander Isak. What's going on there? One of the questions I'm going to ask Ben is, who holds all the cards? So the player is desperate to leave. Mm-hmm. Newcastle have to sell him.
They don't have to.
But they have to sell him.
He's
not going to play.
He'd have to.
And Liverpool know that there is a ceiling to their highest bid.
Newcastle don't have to sell him. Because Isak,
no way back.
Isak has to play. If he's not, because World Cup year, he has to play.
I know, but I think it's very tough for him to go back.
Well, it's going to be tough. But
I know.
He's made the scenario tough.
Okay, we'll take calls now and we'll call you back at 5. That's when we're doing Isak. 03717 22 33 44. I know loads of you want to have your son that, so take full advantage. Be first in the queue. The number again, 03717 22 33 44. Dial that. You could have your say from 5 live on Drive. on talkSPORT. Andy Goldstein Darren Bent here. Still to come. Alexander Isak has finally broken his silence. We would ask who will blink first, Newcastle or Isak. You can have your safe in 5 if you want. 03717223344. Just quickly, Mark Gurley, Eberechi Eze. They'll both start for Palace apparently in their Conference League qualifier tomorrow, despite being linked with moves away from the club. And Brentford have today rejected a £40 million offer from Newcastle for Johan.
Well, I'm trying to find it.
I say Whissa.
I'm on the pronunciations as we speak. Which began.
Producer Billy says Visa, and you're saying what?
Whissa. Got it there for you.
You shouldn't have played that. That means we're wrong. Right, time now for this.
Paddy Power on talkSPORT. With Paddy's Super Sub, your new bet rolls over to the new player coming on. T's and C's and exclusions apply. 18 plus. BeGambleAware.org.
It's Whissa.
There you go.
Maybe he's wrong. Right, time now for today's bet with the friends of Paddy Power. Let's welcome Max Thompson to the show. Tomo.
Hey guys, how's things?
We are great. How are you today?
Yeah, not too bad. All good. All good.
Is it your debut on today's show?
Yeah, this is my first time, so hopefully we get a winner.
Yes. What's the background behind you? Where are you?
I'm in Power Tower here in Dublin.
All right,
I'm with Paddy Power.
All right. Are you good? You well? Are you happy?
All good, yeah.
Good.
Ready for some more Premier League action this weekend?
Good. Us too as well. Right. We are looking forward to, Friday night in the Premier League. West Ham, they play Chelsea. Oh, what a game that'll be at the London Stadium. Before we talk about our runners and riders, Max, can you remind everyone how the Bet Builder works? And fingers crossed, the charity as well that will benefit if we get this right.
Yep, so we're going to have 5 sections here into this Bet Builder. So we'll have picks from the people. So it's the most popular pick so far. We've got me with a selection. Andy, you've got a selection. Benty's got a selection. And the producer has a selection. So that Bet Builder will all come together and hopefully come in, and all the profits will go to our charity partner, which is the Attitude Foundation.
Okay. Fingers crossed, it's a 5-leg bet, but these are our picks. So I've gone for both teams to score, or BTTS as some people refer to it as.
Yeah, an interesting pick actually after seeing West Ham's result of the weekend. But last time these sides met, it actually ended in a 2-1 win for Chelsea. So both teams did score. Also worth probably remembering that goal that Eze scored at the weekend. I know it was ruled out for a ridiculous decision, but Chelsea do look vulnerable at the back at times, and going forward they've got bags of goals. I know they didn't score last weekend, but they'll be itching to get some goals this weekend.
Okay, next up is Darren Bent. What have you gone for, Darren Bent?
I've gone for Cole Palmer to score or assist.
Cole Palmer, yeah, brilliant player. 15 goals and 8 assists last season for Chelsea, which was the most in the team. World Cup next summer as well, so he'll be hoping to kick on. Didn't get anything last weekend, so be hoping to get a goal or assist. I've also got him in my fantasy football team, so I could do with the points.
Okay, could do with getting out more as well. Next up is our producer. What's he gone for?
The producer's gone with Caicedo to be booked. 11 yellow cards he got for Chelsea last season, which was the most in the team. And don't forget, it is a London derby, so we'll see a few bad tackles flying in, I'd say.
Next up, the people, they've gone for Chelsea to win.
Yeah, they've gone for Chelsea. Kills me to say that as a Fulham fan, but yeah, Chelsea, obviously the Club World Cup winners, they'll be looking to bounce back after that 0-0 draw at Crystal Palace last weekend. They'll see that as 2 points dropped. As for West Ham, they'll see them as a target here. They got battered by Sunderland on the opening weekend, so I think Chelsea have a great chance to win here as well.
Okay. And the last one is yours, Max. What are you going for?
Yeah, I've gone with Jared Bowen here to have a shot on target. I think if anyone can get this team going, it's Jared Bowen up top. He was his top scorer last season for West Ham in the Premier League with 13 goals. Also had a shot on target against Sunderland. Didn't score, but I'm sure he'll test the Chelsea goalkeeper Sanchez in this one.
Okay, before I let you go, can you just confirm the Bet Builder Insurance, the odds and the value of the charity bet one more time for me, please?
Yep, so we've gone with Chelsea to win, Jared Bowen to have a shot on target, both teams to score, Cole Palmer to score or assist, and Caicedo to be booked. All of those selections combine into a Bet Builder that comes in at around 19 to 1. So £10 would return £202 on that one. So hopefully we get a winner and some money for the Attitude Foundation.
Tomo? Do people call you Tomo?
No, it's normally Maxi I get, so that's a different one.
Okay, Tomo's, I suppose, an 80s reference. But Maxi, you're a star. Well done today. We'll speak to you in a bit. Have a great one.
Cheers, guys.
There you go. That's Paddy Power's Bet Builder for today. Minimum odds on to 5 plug 80 plus. BeGambleAware.org.
Paddy Power on talkSPORT. With Paddy's Super Sub, your new bet rolls over to the new player coming on. T's and C's and exclusions apply. 18 plus. BeGambleAware.org.
For us to find out exactly how you say Johan Whissa Benty was sent by the Premier League.
Yeah, all the pronunciation of all the squads.
Okay, my favourite one in that squad is Jordan Henderson.
No, my favourite was Keith Andrews.
Say it again, please. Keith Andrews.
Yeah.
When we come out, we're talking about Alexander Isak. I know loads and loads of Newcastle and Liverpool fans want to have their say. What do you do? Who blinks first? Who holds all the cards? Is it Newcastle, who could demand whatever they want, or do Liverpool say, well, this is our top bid, 130 million, take it or leave it? I don't really know the answer to that. Newcastle fans, how are you feeling? Because Benty said, if Newcastle don't get what they want, he's staying. The doors will close, he'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't see that happening.
No.
Will he play on Monday night, live on talkSPORT?
No.
Newcastle, Liverpool? Definitely not playing.
No, not yet,
Even if he signs?
Nope.
Because he's not fit?
No.
Okay. That's where we're going after this. I know, as I said, loads of you want to have your say, and my advice is don't be disappointed. Pick up the phone now. You'll be next. 03717 22 3344.
Cricket balls are red, baseballs are white, American footballs are brown, and tennis balls are yellow. We don't even think about it really, but the story behind the tennis ball is actually quite interesting, and even involves Sir David Attenborough. I know. Well, here's the tale. Tennis is widely known to be a French sport. It dates back to the 12th century when people used handmade balls, and it was then called tennis, which is the verb to hold in French. And people used some pretty wacky material to make the balls with. Cork, wool, chalk, animal fur, and even human hair. A few centuries on, Germany got dead into the tennis too, but wanted to make a few modifications to the ball to make it a bit more effective. Around this time, an American chemist had just created something called vulcanized rubber. Out of that, people started developing air-filled rubber balls, which were properly bouncy, but either red or grey in colour. These were manufactured in Melton Mowbray. That's right, the home of the pork pie. One problem, the balls kept on breaking on impacts with the racket. The call of new balls please seemingly coming over every other point. Step forward English lawyer and tennis enthusiast John Moyer Heathcote.
who suggested balls be covered in flannel to stop them from degrading. And thus the modern-day tennis ball was born. But these were white or black, so how did they become yellow? Well, in 1967, the controller of BBC Two, one Sir David Attenborough, decided the corporation should show Wimbledon on colour TV. He got his wish, and it was wide into people's homes across the country. The only sticking point, the white balls were nearly impossible to see on the screen. So the International Tennis Federation, sensing an opportunity, started developing a new ball that would be visible even without the need for 4K LED displays. Not that anyone had that in the late 60s. After rigorous testing, they came up with the colour Optic Yellow and decided every ball be coated in that colour from there on in. And there you have it. Tennis balls are yellow, all because Sir David Attenborough wanted to watch Wimbledon from the comfort of his own front room. You could say the ITF aced it.
Get out of the studio. Welcome back to our number 2 of Drive on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein, and the giggler to my left, Darren Bent.
It's concept, isn't it?
It's concept. You watched Mission Impossible last night?
Yeah, I started to watch it. Yeah, it's good, mate. Had a good old sprint up at the start of it, which we like to see Tom Cruise doing every month.
Loves his sprint. I wonder how fast he can do 100 metres.
But there's one part where he's chasing after. Is it Gabriel?
No, don't ruin it.
No, but you know Gabriel, who's in the one before.
Yeah.
That he's just sprinting after him. No reason. Could walk. Just sprinting after him.
He loves the sprint Cruise, doesn't he? Still to come, Kevin outside. He'll be with us for today's edition of Drive Worldwide, but Alexander Isak has finally broken his silence.
Alex Crook got a bit of news about Newcastle United. Alex, what you got?
Explosive statement has just been dropped by Alexander Isak. And he says, I've kept quiet for a long time. The reality is that promises were made and the club has known my position for a long time. Alexander Isak goes on to say, when promises are broken and trust is lost, the relationship cannot continue. That's where things are for me right now, and why change is in the best interest of everyone, not just myself.
Now, this is Newcastle reacting to that bombshell Instagram post from Alexander Isak, where he talks about broken promises and the loss of trust. That Alex remains under contract and that no commitment has ever been made by a club official that he can leave Newcastle United this summer. Alex remains part of our family and will be welcomed back when he is ready.
Yeah, it's moving on a bit to nowhere after being named in the PFA Team of the Year last night. Isak broke his silence on social media, claimed that promises have been broken and the trust with Newcastle has been lost, meaning their relationship cannot continue. talkSPORT's very own Simon Jordan has called out Isak to name and shame the individual who told him he would be allowed to leave the football club. Have a listen to this.
I don't doubt that Newcastle have understood that Alexander Isak would like to leave Newcastle if a very big football club comes in. What I would imagine is not clear and has never been said and never would be named as to who it was said by, because that's very, if you have the balls to turn around and say, I was told by, name them. Name the person specifically and explicitly who told you that irrespective of conditions, you can leave when it suits you. You can leave when another football comes. He won't do it. He can't do it. And I doubt that you'll ever see the light of it. And I hope that he can point his finger at somebody and make somebody accountable.
I don't really know how this ends because despite this statement, Newcastle have since insisted they will not sell. and that he is welcome to rejoin his teammates when he's ready. Benty, what's happening? Where are we going with this? How will this end?
Well, I think it ends with if Liverpool stump up the money, because Liverpool are kind of the defining factor. If they want him and they're prepared to pay the money for him to get him out of this nightmare, then they'll pay the money. But if they're saying they haven't physically got the 150 million to buy Newcastle want 150 million, then he's going to have to stay where he's at. Now, if he does that, then he's going to have to eat a lot of humble pie. His teammates will be fine with him, because it's one of those things, transfers happen in football clubs. I'm sure he'll be having a laugh and a joke with some of his teammates who he's close to in the dressing room, asking him what's going on. There'll be some players in the dressing room that maybe don't quite agree with the way he's gone about it, but will still treat him with respect, even though he hasn't really treated them with respect. But it comes down to it, at some point, if the window shuts and he's still at Newcastle United Football Club are better with him. So he has to play. So yes, he's going to have to eat humble pie. It's going to be rough for the first couple of weeks, maybe for a little while. But how do you eradicate that? You start scoring goals straight away. They won't never forget it, and then they'll cheer you when you score and all that, but they may never sing his name again. But
I think they will sing his name.
No, they won't. They'll never sing his name again.
If he scores a winning goal in a cup final,
they're never going to sing his name again. They'll cheer him when he scores goals and things, but they'll never sing his name because of what he's done to them. What he's done to them, they'll never sing his name.
How much of the decision will be down to a conversation between the owners of Newcastle and Eddie Howe?
There'll be a fair bit, because Eddie Howe's going to be saying, listen, what they can't do to him is, because they're trying to get Whissa, obviously, and another bid has been rejected, right? What the board can't do is, and this is where the conversation will be happening, they can't wait right until the very last minute of the transfer window and then decide to take 130, 140 million and leave Eddie Howe no time whatsoever to get someone else in. Like, get it done early. So if there's 140 million there and there's only a little bit extra to get Whissa or to get whoever, I think Watkins is another one that's been mentioned, get the deal done now. Don't leave it to chance, because you agree the fees now, you sell Isak, because the longer you leave it as well, and clubs know that you've got 140 million to spend, the price goes up.
See, that's the problem. There's no way Brentford A, ever going to accept the first bid.
No.
And B, they could sort of demand what they want within reason.
Within reason. That's why you get the deals agreed first.
Yeah.
And then go, right, here you go.
If the Whissa deal, Whissa, if it's agreed, is that Alexander Isak gone?
No, I don't think it's enough, but it helps soften the blow a little bit if worst comes to the worst. I think Newcastle still need two. But if you get, they've got the young boy, I think his name's, I can't remember his name, Newcastle, but he's a good player. I don't know, I'll find it for you now. But I just think getting another striker in certainly helps Newcastle.
Yeah.
But getting just one in, I don't think straight away that William Asula, Danish, he's decent, quite lively. He's only young now, I think he's 22 years old. So, but he's a good player. I just think they need another centre forward. I know Anthony Gordon played there at the weekend, centre forward. I thought he did okay, looked really sharp, but that last sort of bit of finishing wasn't quite there. But yeah, it's if they don't get what they want, Isak's not going anywhere.
From Liverpool's perspective, listen, we've only seen them once. I thought defensively they looked a little bit shaky. I mean, it's first game of the season. We can probably learn nothing from that game, right? How much of a great season for Liverpool is dependent on Isak going to that club?
Well, do you know what? I think looking at Liverpool the other night and the performances of Ekitike and various others, I think their greatest need is a centre-half before the centre-forward. Like, yes, if you can get Isak, I get it. Like, glitz and glamour, Alexander Isak, one of the best in the world, get him. But looking at the way they defended and the way that Bournemouth carved them open, I think their problem area is centre-half. Because Konate was way off the pace. Now, if you go and get a Mark Gahey, that might not happen.
And but whatever you say, we all know Virgil van Dijk's a fantastic defender. But, you
can't be everywhere.
He can't be everywhere. And he's getting older, right?
Exactly. So I think Ekitike's performance was incredible. Like, a lot of people looked at it and thought, is he going to be any good? Is he going to be a flop? And his debut was brilliant. He held the ball up well. He was calm. He was composed, scored a good goal. He brought others into play. He was strong. It was a brilliant, brilliant debut by him. So if you're looking at that, you go, up front in attacking areas, yes, I'd like one more. But we probably are all right. We've got Salah, we've got Ekitike, we've got Chiesa now, who's almost like a new signing.
If he stays injury-free,
Gakpo's there. So you do go, okay, I think worst comes to the worst, we're okay. But centre-half, you can't just have those two and that's it.
I agree with that. What happens if we get to a stage where Newcastle go, okay, you can go, but we want 150, and Liverpool go, well, we want him, but we've only got 135.
Then don't go.
I don't know if it's as simple as that.
Don't go.
Well, you've got a player that wants to leave.
Mm-hmm. If
Liverpool want him.
There's a difference because, listen, football players, I get it. He's desperate to leave now.
Yeah.
Right? He obviously loves playing football.
As a long time. He's got three years.
Yeah. He's a kid. He's obviously, as a kid, he wants to be a professional footballer, right? He's there now. It's well and different with the window being open. You can kick and scream as much as you want. When the window closes and you have no choice but to play, your mindset changes. Wait,
World Cup years.
your mindset shifts straight away because you go, oh my goodness, now all of a sudden it's become reality. I have to play football. I'm going to have to eat humble pie there. I'm going to have to go out there. I'm going to have to play well. I'm going to have to score goals. Yes, the reaction from the Newcastle fans will be rough. Score goals. Focus on that. Your teammates will rally around you. Go and score 20 goals for Newcastle this season. And then you can go. You'll get to go. You'll get to go. I have no doubts about that.
Let's hear from football fans. 03717223334 is the number that Curtis, the Newcastle fan, has dialed. Hi, Curtis.
Hi, guys.
How are you? Are you well? Are you good?
Good. Yous?
I am very well, thanks for asking. How are you feeling ahead of what could be a very interesting, week and a half?
Nervous now. One we point out, like the raise is, nowadays all the powers with the player. Back in the day with Clough and Fergie and co, they'd have probably turned around and told them, you know what, go and train with the academy, go and train with the reserves, keep him away from the club. But now you can't do that. He's an asset. With PSR, you're sort of handcuffed that you need to then balance the books. We paid 60 million for him. We need to get something back. You just can't have him as an asset in the reserves or with the academy. I think we have to cash in. I think it's gone too far now.
My only thing with that, right, is that if it was PSR rules, and you're right, you bought him for 60 and you sell him, if it was really about PSR and you have to balance the books, which you might have to do, then you're not going to be holding that for 150. The moment a bid of 130 comes in, you'd go, or 125, you go, do you know what? We'll take that because that's double your money. But the fact that Newcastle are adamant they want 150 tells me that financially they might be all right.
Yeah, no, I would agree, and I do reckon they would take 130 if they give it. Don't get me wrong, I would love to keep him, smashing player, and you said it, Darren, as well. I think the fans could forgive him, but they'll not forget. It'll not be what it was before.
You're a Newcastle fan, right?
Yep.
Bentley said earlier on that no Newcastle fans will sing his name ever again. Do you agree with that?
I do. I think they'll cheer when he scores and they'll bring him back in and they'll love him, but that he'll not be what he once was. Definitely not. He could have been a hero up there. He could have been like Shearer with the goals he's scoring.
Well, maybe he even won a trophy where you scored in the cup final.
Yep.
Can I ask as well, do you understand it? Do you get it?
Yes and no. At the end of he was sold the project. He obviously came in and he was sold, this is what we want to do and this is where we want to go. And the club is making massive strides. We're finishing in the Champions League spots. We've won a trophy. Surely he should be seeing what we're getting. We're getting players like Tonali and all into the side. We've got Bruno in the side. And we're trying to, obviously this summer maybe isn't the best window. We went for top quality players.
I know, but I get all that, but it's Liverpool, right?
Yep.
The only thing
Sorry, Darren. Do you get that though, Curtis?
Oh, I understand. Footballers have a short career. He wants to play at the highest level in the biggest clubs, and that's why I say I think if Liverpool want him and he wants to go, in my opinion, all right, take 130 million for him.
Do you know what my only thing, right, is that I get it. He wants to go to Liverpool, and I fully understand that, right?
You've got to understand it.
If you're playing for a team near the bottom of the table or mid-table that have got not in Europe, not so much no ambition, but that kind of bottom to the table. No, I'm just going to say near to the bottom of the table.
No,
right?
Why can't you give me
because I've got to give you my thing, right? So near the bottom of the table, right? Is it
Bournemouth?
Right? Is it no? Because they had a good season last year.
West Ham?
No, because Jared Bowen says defeats the purpose. Just let me talk.
Right.
So if you're at a team that's not in Europe and you're kind of near the bottom and you've had two unbelievable seasons and Liverpool come in, I get it. You'd be kicking and screaming. I fully understand it, but. Like, what's the worst thing that can happen? Like, you don't get your move. You stay at Newcastle. They're in the Champions League. 57,000 every single week. They absolutely love you. You're treated almost.
Still, there's a big.
I get it. But my point is,
you don't get it.
No, I do get it
because Liverpool.
I get it, but still, you're at a huge football club.
I know, but you want to be at Liverpool.
I get it, but my point is, I don't think you had to go to these levels.
No, he's done it wrong.
Yes, you're at Newcastle. You're in the Champions League.
He's done it wrong, but you can totally understand why he wants to go.
Yeah,
but they look at him. Like, not Shearer, but he's in that type of conversation where they absolutely love him, right? You're at Newcastle. They're in the Champions League. There's no need to go as extreme as he's done.
No, he's gone nuts.
No, if he could have said, "Listen, I want to go to Liverpool, but for the respect to Newcastle, I'm going to keep playing.
Yeah,
I'm going to
if it happens, you're totally right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's done it so bad.
Like he's not a club that are struggling.
No, but I do feel that a lot of foreign players do that. I know you did, but a lot of foreign players almost like they don't understand the love and the connection between the fans and the players.
You Maybe, but I just think.
Or maybe that's nonsense. Maybe we've seen it.
To go that extreme when you're at a club who's in the Champions League, that idolise you is a bit weird.
Yeah. Listen, Liverpool fans, I want to hear from you how important he is for your season. Newcastle fans, just tell me what you're thinking. Do you want him to play in the black and white? 03717 223344. That's where we're going right after this, live on Drive on talkSPORT.
Yes, the other day.
Oh, yeah, go on the other day, yeah. Driver talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent is alongside me. Still to come, we going worldwide with Kevin Hatchard. We'll bring us up to date with the latest European news. Kevin Hatchard's in our studio next week.
He's a legend.
Draw for the Champions League.
Love him. Even he knew Nathan Blake was. Incredible.
Yeah, what's up to Nathan Blake?
He's coming. Do you know what? Just signed up.
Oh, mate, you can't get him. I've got Noel Gallagher on the show. You can't even get Nathan Blake.
I can get Robbie Williams. You want him? Knees obviously on the mend.
Yours?
Yeah, just signed up to a paddle league.
Have you really?
Yeah, London Paddle League it's called. Can't wait.
How does that work though? Because it's doubles.
Yes,
that's the flaw.
No, I've already got I've got my partner.
What, the same
John.
one?
Yeah, John. A guy called John. Yeah.
John what?
John Watson.
Yeah, John what?
He's a lefty, so I'm all right. He's a lefty.
Oh, that's good. That sounds
good combo.
like,
Yeah. Looking forward to it. Shout out London Paddle League. Can't wait.
You're getting obsessed. Well, you are obsessed with it.
I love it.
I know you do. Yeah.
Love
Still, what?
When are we playing again? Sorry.
Whenever you want. We need to play me and you against Jordan and
Gabby.
That'd be a game and a half.
As soon as the knee's back to 100%, which it will be. Let's get it.
Still to come, we going. Well, I've told you that. Just quickly, talkSPORT understands that Brentford have rejected a bid from Newcastle for Johan Whissa worth £35 million.
Whissa. He said it. You heard it from his mouth.
I know, yeah. Aston Villa exploring a deal to sign Nicholas Jackson from Chelsea. They're a long way off Chelsea's £60 million asking price.
There's a lot of weird transfers going about, by the way.
To everyone, Nicholas Jackson.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he's decent, but you are right. But people are kind of like, not really. 60 million is a lot of money for him.
Too much.
You think?
30 is probably max.
Do you know what? I agree with you. Yeah. 35 add-ons.
Yeah, I agree, yeah. And those add-ons are about £1. Newcastle fans, we're taking your calls, 03717223344, all things Isak. Let's go to, I say Newcastle, let's go to a Liverpool fan. Goes by the name of Carl. Hi, Carl.
Evening, gents. How are we?
We are tiggly-boo. How are you today? You well?
Yes, I'm almost home from work, so that's very good.
What do you do, Carl? What do you do for a living?
I spend money. I'm a buyer, so I spend my boss's money.
On what?
Stainless steel.
For what?
We are a stainless steel fabrication and welding company based in Peterborough.
Oh, and where?
Peterborough.
Oh, shout out Peterborough. I used to spend a lot of time there when I was younger.
So you've got a welding company, Peterborough.
No,
You're
but
shouting
look,
out.
I like shout out Peterborough. Nice area.
Do you want some free welding?
If possible, yeah.
Carl, what would you like to say as a Liverpool fan, my friend?
I am not of the opinion that if we don't get Isak, then that is a terrible window, and I think we'll be fine. It would be nice to have him. But they're all accusing Liverpool of low-balling Newcastle with their offer. But Newcastle are doing exactly the same over the Whissa deal, trying to get him for 30 when they want 50. United have bought 3 players, and they had to pay, on all 3 of those players, they had to pay more than they initially put in, and that's just the way of the world. Everyone tries to lowball to get them as cheap as possible. For me, I think Newcastle are missing a trick in trying to get somebody back to the Premier League who would be an absolute perfect fit for them and who would then have a chance of breaking the Premier League scoring record.
Harry Kane.
And that's bidding for Harry Kane, something like 80 million quid. If he went to Newcastle and broke Shearer's record,
why would he leave Bayern Munich?
Do you know what? I've got a feeling though. You know,
I still think he wants that Premier League record, And if he could get it at Newcastle, and Newcastle got Harry Kane as a number 9 instead of Isak, that would appease their fans.
No, do you know? I think if he got Harry Kane right, if they got an inkling that Harry Kane was willing to come back and go to Newcastle, then I think Newcastle would go, do you know what? Give me the 130 million. I'll take Kane.
Would they spend 130 million on Kane?
Who?
Newcastle.
No, I think his age.
How much?
I think 80 would be a good buy for him. But if you got an opportunity to sign Kane, I know there's an age thing, but Isak has shown desire to not want to be at your club, and Harry Kane shows desire to go. That's a no-brainer for me, that.
I agree.
And if he comes back, he's breaking Shearer's record, I'll tell you that.
What is he? He's 203.
No, is he 213?
213.
He's doing that. 2 years.
Paul's a Newcastle fan. Hi, Paul.
Evening, guys. How are we?
We're great. How are you today? What do you do for a living? Do you weld anything?
No, I don't weld. I work on insurance.
Insurance? What kind?
In Peterborough?
No, not in Peterborough, in Newcastle.
What insurance? Life?
Car insurance.
Oh, I might need
what part of Newcastle?
I might need to speak to you about that.
Anytime.
The amount of money being quoted is embarrassing.
Oh, nice.
Do you get like a VIP money off deal?
We ain't VIP, so what are you talking about?
I wish I did.
No, not you.
I wish I did.
Honestly, your name's in the front of the paper once, and you think you can get VIP deals on air?
Yeah, I do. Paul, what would you like to say?
I think this whole situation between Newcastle and Isak, it's been handled shockingly from both sides.
Wait, sorry, when you say both sides, do you mean Newcastle and Isak or Newcastle and Liverpool?
Newcastle and Isak.
Oh, okay.
Liverpool are always going to try and get him
Yep.
for as less as they possibly can. But the Liverpool fan was just on before talking about low balling, and we're trying to do the same with Brentford for Whissa. There's a big difference between a club's valuation of a player being 150 million and offering 110. 40 million difference is way off. Obviously, trying to get the difference between Whissa to Newcastle, you're looking about 15 million, maybe get that down to 10 negotiations, but I think 40 million's a massive. If we value him at 150, you look at maybe 130, 135, but 40 million off, big difference. But I think the whole situation from both sides, Newcastle and Isak's been terrible. The statement that he put out last night, whether it was written by him or his agent, if that is how he truly felt, why did that statement saying that he wanted to explore other options and say he felt it was in best party interest for everyone to move on come out at the end of last season? Why wait until, 12 days before the end of the window? For me, it reeks of desperation. It's a last gasp attempt. If Newcastle have said he's not for sale all summer, then you release that statement early. He's not for sale. You tell the player, get back to work. You paid good money. You play. If a deal does come in, we look at it. But right now, you're contracted for 3 years. You don't down tools. I think what he's done and the way he's handled himself is disgraceful.
Let me ask you one last question. In an answer, Paul, when the window closes, where will he be?
He'll be at Newcastle.
Okay. Where do you think he'll be when the window closes?
I think if Newcastle are staying strong and going, do you know what? I'm telling you now, he's not going anywhere, then fair play. But boy, the way this is going to end, I am... Part of me I'm gutted for him because I want him to get his move. Part of me doesn't want him to get his move because of the way he's handled it. But I would like to see what happens when the window shuts and he's still there.
Yeah,
because
I agree with that.
He is too good a player to have sitting in there doing nothing.
He won't. If the window closes,
he'll play straight back in.
I agree with you. Still to come and have some fun with the best of talkSPORT, which is, of course, Darren, the best.
The best of talkSPORT. The bestest of best, or whatever.
The bestest, yeah. First, it's time for No Googling Part 2. Isak scored 44 Premier League goals in 70 games, but he's only second on the list of best goals per game record for Newcastle in the Premier League. Who's top? Okay.
Sorry, just my idea. I've clicked on this little message board thing.
Who's top? Oh, yeah. What's the message board? Display on the
you've got the messages where people
coming into this.
WhatsApps and text messages and all that.
Oh, I didn't know that existed.
Click on the link, right? It's got like a little bit of information on some people, all the phone numbers.
Of who? The people that phone up?
all of that.
Okay. Darren will be phoning one.
Hey, if I see any kind of stick on it, anyone trying to give you a little bit, me a little bit, getting it.
I don't get it. I'm not Princess Diana.
Why don't you got your messages?
No, I don't.
You don't get it.
I don't. I'm loved.
Just Arsenal fans.
What?
Arsenal fans.
Yeah, but it's tongue in cheek. They know I love them. The answer to that and more coming up live on Drive and talkSPORT right after this. Stay where you are, my friends.
When Sir Jim Ratcliffe took control of footballing operations at United, the Manchester-born billionaire was somewhat welcomed in as a homegrown hero, ready to save the club from the dark days of the Glazers. But in just 12 months, he became a punchbag for many fans. So what happened? Well, let's take a look and you can decide for yourself. Over the last 3 years, the club lost 300 million quid, and Ratcliffe rightfully committed to sorting that. But what seemed to get fans' backs up is the way he went about it. For example, talkSPORT understands staff lunch options at the Carrington canteen have been reduced to just soup and sandwiches, which the higher-ups at the club say will save them 1 million quid a year. Now, that might make sense for many who don't get free meals at work themselves, but it does get a little bit more picky than that. It was reported that after staff brought some stationery, they were ordered to send sellotape back because it wasn't considered to be essential. And the reward for being Steward of the Week used to be 50 quid, but that was scrapped and replaced by a paper certificate. But it's not just seemingly stingy decisions. In 2024 alone, Ratcliffe oversaw 250 redundancies, and more were announced at the beginning of 2025. Now, while there are people who acknowledge United staff numbers are overinflated, it's the optics which aren't great. Add to the mix the introduction of a flat ticket price of 66 quid for every fan, even children, while Casemiro's on 350 grand a week, and the frustration of fans reached fever pitch. Time will tell whether Ratcliffe's cost-cutting measures will improve outcomes at the club, but one thing's for sure, there's a long way to go for United to be back where many say they belong.
been listening to Drive on talks with myself, Darren Bent, and Andy Goldstein.
Yeah, go on.
I've got the read, mate.
You're listening to Drive on talkSPORT with me, Darren Bent, Andy Goldstein over there. Before the break, ask question: Isak scored 44 Premier League goals in 70 games, second on the list of goals per game, etc. for Newcastle. Who's top? Do you want a clue?
What, goals per game?
You want a clue?
No.
I'll give you a clue.
Goals per game? Les.
No. Shall I give you a clue?
Andy Cole.
Shall I give you a clue?
Yeah.
Lemonade and lager is the drink.
Shandy.
His first name.
Not Andy Carroll.
No.
Not bad. You see where I was going with it, though?
Andy
Shandy.
Cole.
I said that.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't give you a clue.
I mean, that's incredible. They've had some strikers up there, haven't they?
Yes.
Both sides as well. You know what I mean?
Who's
Quinn,
question?
Phillips,
who's had
Bent.
the best number 9s? That's a great question.
As in strikers?
Yeah, actually wear the number 9 shirt. So not. So it's for argument's sake, you can't say. I don't know why this is my head. You can't say Mark Hughes. He wore the 10. It was Brian McClare.
So you've obviously got Shearer.
Yeah.
Andy Cole wasn't. Was he 9?
Yeah.
Well, there's 2.
Was he 9 or did he have 2? No, that's 17, wasn't he?
No, he's 17 at United. Yeah, and then he moved to 9 at United.
Right,
didn't
okay,
he?
yeah.
I think, was he 9 the whole time at Newcastle?
He must have been, right? He must have been.
Oh, then was Les 9, and then he moved to 10.
Why? Because Shearer came.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, that's not bad then.
That's some good
I
ones.
think so anyway.
Jackie Milburn. I'm sure he wore the 9.
I'll have a look for you now.
Okay.
I'll get some work.
Don't.
I'll get some work for you.
Still to come, we'll have some fun on the best at talkSPORT, but it's time now for this.
Drive worldwide. Why?
Yeah, time for Drive Worldwide, where we take a look at some of the biggest talking points from across the world of football. Joining us now is our European football legend, guru, expert, and T-shirt wearer, Kevin Atchard. Hi, Kev.
How are we, chaps? You well?
We are tickety-boo. How are you?
I'm very good,
thank you.
Look,
Bentley can't do two things at once, so he was Googling number 9s for Newcastle and didn't react to your catchphrase. You should be ashamed of yourself, because now I'm going to have to ask Kevin to do it again, aren't I?
Okay, that's fine. No, I heard him, and I loved it. I love it all the time.
Kev, you all right?
Yeah, I'm very well. I was inspired by Darren's mention of Nathan Blake yesterday and his complete kind of aberration that he completely forgot he existed. So much so that maybe we'll do a bit of a new feature later on.
Kev wants a new feature.
Okay.
I mean, he hit me with one yesterday. I've got the message on my phone. I have to find it. About us. He put someone on a message, and I thought, oh my goodness, I can't even remember who that was. He'd made him up.
Yes.
Oh, well done.
That's basically it. It's me mentioning a player each week, and you have to tell me, do they exist?
Oh, that's nice.
Honestly, I was so convinced when I saw it. I went, I don't remember him, and he went, it's fake.
Why don't we call it, hello, chaps, are you real?
Yes.
You like that?
How are we, chaps? We real?
Oh, Kev.
There we go.
Going to business together. Right, let's start with Real Madrid's Trent Alexander-Arnold. What was the reception like for him during his first few months in Real Madrid? What's it been like, Kev?
Yeah, I think there's still a kind of wait and see approach to some extent. It takes a lot to impress those Real Madrid fans. I mean, Gareth Bale won multiple Champions League, won multiple titles, and still got whistled and booed. Ronaldo got whistled and booed at various stages. So he's got a bit of work to do to win them over. He didn't win the press over after that 1-0 win against Osasuna. His performance got described as lukewarm. And actually, I think there's already quite a campaign in some of the media to push the idea that Dani Carvajal's going to take his place, which could happen. So, yeah, he's got to hit the ground running, I think, because he's going to have to play in a different way to the way he played for Liverpool. He doesn't have Mo Salah ahead of him. I think in general, it's going to take Real Madrid a while to settle down. They weren't brilliant against Osasuna. That's the truth of it. But they eventually managed to get the win. Mbappe played well. Vinicius Junior didn't really. And it was a bit of a stodgy performance. But they blamed it afterwards on Osasuna and said, we thought they'd be more attacking. But they sat in and defended. Well, I think they're going to have to get used to that.
Kev, can I ask, who are the favourites to win La Liga? Is it Real or Barca?
Barcelona, I would say, and by quite a way. They look really impressive. They didn't have that Club World Cup in the summer to disrupt them. And so you look at the strength in depth they have. I just think they're probably ahead of Real Madrid right now. So, yeah, I think in many people's eyes, Barca are expected to win it again.
Kevin, let me ask you because...
Kev, can I...
because, of course, Trent coming from Liverpool, which is a huge football club, going to Real Madrid, another huge football club. Is the scrutiny at Real Madrid like no other club in the world?
It's right up there. Yeah, absolutely. Because it's not just winning, it's how you win. And, they expect to win. That's the minimum. And then it's about how you deliver it. And this is something for Xabi Alonso to consider as well. And he knows this because he played there. So he knows what it's like. But they're going to have to start entertaining the fans pretty quickly. Because if that doesn't happen and then you don't get the results, then they're in big trouble. So I think there'll be patience to start with. But even if they're getting wins, but they're getting them in quite a narrow way or quite a boring, methodical way, that's not going to go down well.
Right, let's talk about Garnacho. I don't really know what to believe when I see his name on the telly or spoken about on talkSPORT, because supposedly he was linked to Bayern Munich. I don't know if there's any truth in that. Supposedly he's told his best mates he's going to Chelsea. That's done. What's your understanding of this?
Yeah, I'm quite sceptical about the Bayern link, to be honest, because they do need reinforcements in the attacking line, but that's not popped up in German media. That hasn't been a name that's been linked with Bayern much at all. So I'd be really interested to see the truth of that. Certainly that's not something that I've come across any serious interest in him. But you always get this to some extent, that there's an element of stories being dropped in to hurry people up. And he clearly seems to want to go to Chelsea. But you've got a lot of deals that are going to happen like this. So Christopher Nkunku's fascinating because he's at Chelsea, wants to move on, it seems, for understandable reasons, because he's stuck behind Cole Palmer and others, although he did play a fair bit last season. Leipzig would love to take him, but they are briefing they can't afford the wages. So that's that. Bayern would like him as well, but they don't seem to want to pay the money to sign him on a permanent basis. There's going to have to be a load of compromise between now and the end of the window for a lot of these deals to get done. Carney Chukwuemeka's another one. Dortmund want to sign him again, but they only wanted to do it on loan, and at most wanted to do it on loan with an obligation to buy at a much smaller level than Chelsea are talking about. Chelsea have their valuation, but he hasn't really played in the last couple of years. So they have to be realistic about the deals. So there's going to be loads of deals like this that eventually get done because one or both parties decide that they have to compromise.
Well, Kev, you'd have watched Chelsea a lot. You'd have watched Bayern Munich a lot. I don't quite understand what the fascination is with Garnacho, if I'm honest.
No, nor do I.
But do you think he makes either of those sides stronger?
Great question.
I would say no. To be honest, I don't understand Chelsea's interest really, because I think they've already signed some really good players. I don't understand why you signed Jamie Gittins and then signed Garnacho as well. That doesn't make any sense to me. Let Gittins settle and play and get some rhythm. They've got Pedro Neto there as well. Estivao, I think, is going to be excellent on the right-hand side. So, yeah, I think it's an interesting one. They're being linked with Xavi as well. I know they don't necessarily play in the same way or interpret it in the same way, but I don't think he improves Chelsea. And I don't think he improves Bayern either, because what they really need is a proper multifunctional player like an Nkunku who could play 10, play wide, maybe even really, if you needed him to, play a bit further up top. So Garnacho's talented, but I'm not quite sure he's got the track record that warrants the kind of speculation that's been linked with him.
Kevin, let me ask you, we've still got, 10, 11 days left of the transfer window. Man United have been linked to a goalkeeper, then they haven't. I read David De Gea was a possible, I was going to say replacement for Onana, but he's been at United before. Where are we at with the United goalkeeping situation? Are you hearing any rumblings of United going after someone? Donnarumma being another?
The Donnarumma thing is really interesting because he's clearly surplus to requirements at PSG. They've made no secret about that. They've made Lucas Chevalier their number one. Luis Enrique, absolutely brutal, said, I wanted a goalkeeper with a different profile. He helped us win the Champions League. I really like him as a guy, but he's gone. So he needs to find the club. And again, you're going to have this domino effect because we know Galatasaray are pushing for a goalkeeper. So Donnarumma's on their list. Ederson's on their list. Diogo Costa at Porto, he's one that they're believed to be considering. I was really surprised to see Manchester City linked with him because I don't really understand that really, given Donnarumma's shortcomings. That seems a bit of a strange one to me.
And they've got James Trafford as well.
Well, exactly that. I mean, I don't know because with Ederson, if the plan was for him to stay another year and then move on, and then Trafford has to bide his time for a year, I get that. But Donnarumma's 26. So that's just Trafford either blocked off, or you're going to bring Donnarumma in on fairly big wages, and he's going to end up being a backup. It just doesn't make any sense. So I was really surprised by that. I'm sure somebody will pick him up, because him staying at Paris just seems a complete non-starter, not least because, and you're going to find this a lot, lots of players are thinking about the World Cup in a year's time, and they've got to be playing regular first-team football.
Do you think Donnarumma will be at PSG when the window closes?
I don't think so, no.
Wow.
I think some solution will be found, even if it's a short-term loan, and then they work out the kind of permanent finances later. But what we do know is Galatasaray absolutely need a top-line goalkeeper.
Kev, just last one from me. It's quite sad, actually. Dele Alli. We know how good he is, but I feel like we're having the same conversations now for a couple of years. Left Como this summer. There was talk about early retirement as well. I mean, what can you tell us? Has he found a new club? Has he got any options?
He hasn't found a new club. I mean, I'm sure there'll be lots of clubs that would consider him, as Como did, but that didn't work out. He got sent off on his debut and wasn't able to make an impact there. I always think we have to be slightly careful when we talk about Dele Alli, because of what he's been through away from football, and also the way we talk about players' careers in general, because I think there's always a temptation when a player's been at a really, really high level and operated there, and then they drop down, if you like, for whatever reason. There's a temptation to think they failed or they've been a flop or whatever. The guy's had hundreds of games in the Premier League. He played for a massive club, and he's played for England in big games as well. So if he stopped tomorrow, he still had the kind of career that most players would only dream of. So I wish him all the best. There isn't buzz at the moment with specific clubs. It looks like Como's finished in terms of him playing there. Obviously at Besiktas it didn't work out for him either, but wherever he does end up, or whether he decides to stop, hopefully whichever way he's happy with that decision. So yeah, I can only wish him all the best, really.
Kev, listen, thanks for coming on. How's your new office looking? Your soundproof room, is it good? Is it going well?
We are getting there. The new theatre style curtains arrived today, so they've been put up, block out the road noise. As you can see, I've ordered a solar flare for some reason to come in, so there you go.
Nice.
You can quite see that. It's always good. Warm me up. So yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
Would you like your first edition of How Are We Chaps We Real? Very quickly.
Yeah, of course we would. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, here we go. Your first one is Johnny Moustache. Is he real or is he not?
Yeah.
I think he's real.
I know for a fact he's real. Yeah, we think he's real.
That's what you're going for.
Yeah.
He is real. He was a forward for the Seychelles, would you believe?
I remember that.
Johnny Moustache.
If I remember rightly, he was quite lippy.
Ah, very good.
Thank you.
Very good. Had a stiff upper lip. Never let anything bother him.
Kev, always a pleasure. We'll play that again. Hello, chaps. Is he real next week, yeah?
Yeah, I look forward to it.
On. Always a pleasure. Thanks, pal. There you go, the wonderful Kevin Atchard. Still to come on Drive. We'll hear some of the brilliant insights from Jim White and Simon Jordan from earlier on.
Spray around some very expensive aftershave. It's magnificent. Only you can do that.
The smell of Adam Brazil's butt, isn't it?
Oh, what the hell?
If we say that, we get in trouble. So it gets away with everything, Simon. We'll let Alec McCoy, Alec Brazil, discuss all the most important current issues.
A tube's probably an upgrade, a slight upgrade on an umpty.
I don't know what you just said. Plus, we'll be talking about Rangers and their woeful effort last night. Try and make the Champions League group phase.
It's unbelievable here. It's Rangers 0, Club Brugge 3. They're heading for the exits here at Ibrox. Some of these Rangers fans, they cannot believe what they're seeing.
All that and loads more coming up the last hour drive on talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside. When we come back, my favourite part of any show ever, the bestest of talkSPORT. I miss the days of actual music when we come out. Do you?
Yeah, I want my little...
Yeah, just chuck one in, will you, Jack, for the last hour?
Yeah.
We'll pay for it. Betty will pay for it.
A little bit of J. Huss, Gold. Be
Yeah,
nice,
I
wouldn't it?
don't know what you just said, but yeah.
J. Huss, Gold. Be nice.
You said it again, I still don't know. Still to come and be asking if you are sick to death of Premier League managers constantly moaning, asking for new signings. Just quickly, talkSPORT understands Brentford have rejected a bid from Newcastle for Johan Whissa, worth £35 million, with a further £5 million in add-ons. I nearly got that sentence out. Time now for this.
I'm not going to lie to you. That weren't my song. That weren't no J. Huss, that.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And in a minute, you will be broke, so we will have to fix you. Let's kick things off with this morning's breakfast show. Big Al in Brazil return to be alongside Alan McCoist.
There's not a lot between them, is there?
No, I agree with you, but I think, do you think I'm right in saying this? A tube's probably an upgrade, a slight upgrade on an umpty.
Yeah, I think a numpty's your Dolly Dimple. Yeah,
Yes.
you haven't got a Scooby. Whereas a tube, you're just being stupid.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
What's your favourite insult that you can say on national radio?
I can't, because...
No, you can't say it. Who's got the biggest...
Do you know what? I like Pratt.
I don't know if you can say Pratt.
Yeah, Pratt.
I like Burke.
I never use that.
What? What are you laughing at?
Nothing, mate.
What about Plonker?
Nah, that's usually your Pratt.
I don't say that. Who's got the biggest potty mouth out of everyone you know?
Potty mouth? Who swears?
Who's in the office? Who swears a lot? I don't
Do you know who's got a potty mouth? And he's in the group like Dan. No,
Yeah, Dan.
Everything is violent swearing.
Yeah,
isn't
it
it?
is.
No one's ever a bad player. It's always
Dan, by the way, next Friday, Dan is having his tattoo of Gale Force with the 9 ball on his leg next Friday because
Is
he
he?
lost the bet to me. He's actually having that done. Can you believe that? Big Al gets in trouble a lot on air. What's he like in person?
It's cool. I mean, I've done
Did you see him? When was the last time you saw Big Al?
years ago.
Probably a Christmas party or something.
Maybe, yeah. He's cool.
Don't forget, Big Al will be back on the Breakfast Show tomorrow at 6 a.m. He's got Gabby Agbonhor alongside him.
Over to this morning's White and Jordan, where they were joined by the former Liverpool and England midfielder Danny Murphy. Jim's found yet another thing he likes about Simon.
Spray around some very expensive aftershave, saying things like, try this. Now, it's magnificent. It's only you can do that.
The smell of Alan Brazil's butt, isn't it?
I don't know if you got a scoosh, Danny, did you? Beautiful
like
stuff.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he always smells good, but that's a new one. Quite like that one.
Oh.
Thanks, Dan.
Simon, that is what I cannot wait to go home and
Tell
get
a
to
lot.
bed with myself.
What's the best smell in the world? And it doesn't have to be perfume.
I like the smell of freshly cut grass.
Yep.
That's nice.
Yep.
What things I like the smell of? I like a lamb shank.
You like the smell of a lamb shank?
Yeah, I love that.
Bit weird. Which
Why?
two presenters have the best bromance at talkSPORT?
Me and you.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, we do.
Yeah.
Do you know? I genuinely think we do, because we talk to each other all the time at work. I mean, you've taught me ways of the force.
Told you how to grow up.
What?
Trainers and that.
All right, yeah.
Would you rather?
I taught you. What have you learned from me?
Nothing. No. Hey, broadcasting.
Good answer.
Would you rather have everyone else think you smell terrible, or have everyone... What the hell? Sorry, let me start this again. Would you rather have that everyone else thinks that you smell terrible, or have everyone else smell disgusting to you? That is, I mean, that's a mouthful, that,
Jack's
isn't it?
little head going on there.
Like, honestly.
Too much, Jack. I would rather that everyone else smells disgusting than people think I stink.
Yeah, agreed. Don't forget, Jim and Simon will be back at 10 tomorrow morning for the best bits of the show. Check out Outspoken wherever you get your podcast from.
Yeah, it's not a great podcast, that. I'll tell you what it is coming up in a minute. Let's finish with a clip from last night's sports bar. Kundi O'Hara reeling off a list of movie quotes in a late night quiz.
I'll be back. I knew I was going to say that. Say hello to my little friend.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to blow the bloody doors off. Yeah. Shaken, not stirred.
That's a great shout.
Two more.
Help me out.
I am Maximus Decimus Meridius.
Oh, yes, good, great one.
Oh, we did it last one. Of all the movies mentioned, which is the best? Which is your favourite movie ever?
Ever? I mean, it's difficult, that. I've got a
Toy
few.
Story?
No, I've got a few that I love. I love The Warriors, the old version. I love Castaway.
So weird, Castaway.
What a film, though.
It's not a great film.
It's a great film.
Bloke stuck on an island talking to a ball.
Yeah, great film. Aliens, incredible.
Okay. The boys are back, yada. Don't forget to download 21 minutes to go. It's Kundi and me. By the way, this week's podcast that came out a couple of days ago is us talking about a tech op that used to work on our show. We don't name him in it. It's Very funny, though. Lots of swearing. 21 minutes to go. Me and Cundy comes out every Monday. Go download that. And, of course, make sure you've got TalkSPORT where you can swipe between TalkSPORT and TalkSPORT 2 and all of our other sister stations so you never miss a moment. When we come out, we talk about managers being lazy. They've got like 9 defenders. Oh, I need another one. No, 9's not enough. When we come back live and drive in the last hour, stay where you are.
Cricket balls are red, baseballs are white, American footballs are brown, and tennis balls are yellow. We don't even think about it really, but the story behind the tennis ball is actually quite interesting, and even involves Sir David Attenborough. I know. Well, here's the tale. Tennis is widely known to be a French sport. It dates back to the 12th century when people used handmade balls, and it was then called tennis, which is the verb to hold in French. And people used some pretty wacky material to make the balls with. Cork, wool, chalk, animal fur, and even human hair. A few centuries on, Germany got dead into the tennis too, but wanted to make a few modifications to the ball to make it a bit more effective. Around this time, an American chemist had just created something called vulcanized rubber. Out of that, people started developing air-filled rubber balls, which were properly bouncy, but either red or grey in colour. These were manufactured in Melton Mowbray. That's right, the home of the pork pie. One problem, the balls kept on breaking on impact with the racket. The call of new balls please seemingly coming over every other point. Step forward English lawyer and tennis enthusiast John Moyer Heathcote, who suggested balls be covered in flannel to stop them from degrading. And thus the modern-day tennis ball was born. But these were white or black, so how did they become yellow? Well, in 1967, the controller of BBC Two, one Sir David Attenborough, decided the corporation should show Wimbledon on colour TV. He got his wish, and it was wide into people's homes across the country. The only sticking point, the white balls were nearly impossible to see on the screen. So the International Tennis Federation, sensing an opportunity, started developing a new ball that would be visible even without the need for 4K LED displays. Not that anyone had that in the late 60s. After rigorous testing, they came up with the colour optic yellow and decided every ball be coated in that colour from there on in. And there you have it. Tennis balls are yellow, all because Sir David Attenborough wanted to watch Wimbledon from the comforts of his own front room. You could say the ITF aced it.
Welcome back to Last Hour Drive on talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein. The superstar, the legend is Darren Bent is here.
How are we? Well, we chaps.
Still to come, we find out who Jake Paul is fighting next. It's not Anthony Joshua.
I don't think he's fighting him. The gap's too big.
What, the person I told you it is?
Yeah.
If he does, he'll get smashed to pieces, won't he?
Yeah.
But now there's a big old London derby on Friday night. It's live on talkSPORT as Chelsea go to West Ham.
Welcome to a big London derby of East versus West.
Header by Bowen! Oh, what a goal! Squares it back to Palmer!
Chelsea, with the amount that they spent, that in itself brings obviously pressure on itself.
Finished at the Stadium of Light, Sunderland 3, West Ham 0.
It's a mess, West Ham. We don't actually know what Graham Potter is yet.
Potter, for me, he's got a lot of questions to answer.
West Ham is not a club that panics about its managers. We tend to stick with them and see it through.
Chelsea home, Forest away, Spurs at home, Palace at home, Everton away, Arsenal away. As a West Ham fan, you're looking at that this morning, how many points they're going to get?
Chelsea 0, Crystal Palace 0, no goals.
Are we seriously talking about a team that's just won the World Club Championship here, needing to spend to win the league? You know, I don't think so.
João Pedro with a great opportunity. Oh, what a dream first half. This is turning into for Chelsea.
I think they can be challengers this year.
Friday Night Football returns to the talkSPORT network.
Yeah, West Ham taken apart in the opening day of the season by promoted Sunderland. Now Graham Potter under huge pressure at the London Stadium. Potter needs, of course, a win on Friday to match Lopetegui's record at West Ham before he was sacked. Blimey. Chelsea were held by Palace to a 0-0 draw, but their manager Enzo Maresca raised eyebrows before the game in his press conference as he called for the club to sign another centre-back.
We are trying to find solution internally, but the club know exactly what they think, and we'll see what's happening.
What do you think?
I think we need a central defender, but we see. Also, we are looking for internally a solution. But as I said, the club knows exactly what they think.
This is interesting. After Levi Colwill was ruled out for the season, he's left Chelsea with just a few options at centre-back. Tosin Badiashile, or Badiashile, I think is how one more Billy described him earlier on. Chalobah Fofana, Hato Achimpong, and how do you pronounce what is it? How do you pronounce it? Disasi. So Disasi. So 7 current options. 7. And Maresca wants another centre-back. I don't get that. Over a quarter of the league's managers have gone public in asking their clubs to sign more players. So that got us having a chat earlier on. Why do managers keep using a press conference to call their clubs to sign more players instead of just focusing on coaching the players they've already got? Now, Chelsea, they've got 7 fit centre-backs to pick from. 7.
Yeah.
Why is Maresca calling for more? 7 should be enough, right? I was always under the impression back in the day that managers managed and coached.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do that anymore? Is that done and dusted?
A little bit. You'd have to say it's not great, is it? Because like it just seems a bit not rich because listen, all managers would like to have options, but you're right. When you start reading off some of the names they have got at the back, it does sound ridiculous. But I get it. He wants quality. It's not about quantity at times; it's about quality. And if he hasn't got that, Levi Colwell was a big one that went down. I like Chalobah. I think he's good. But you're right. There used to be a case where managers would go to a club, they'd assess the players they've got, and they'd go, right, looking at these players here, we'd probably have to go 4-4-2 here, 4-3-3, 4-5-1, depending. Do you know what I mean? And I'll try and make it work. It almost feels like because like tactically football's just gone absolutely crazy as well. You're almost like if you haven't got the exact profile for that position, I need a new one. Even though you've got a right back and a left back, they don't play wing back and they can't adjust. No, need two new ones.
It's nuts, right?
It's nuts.
When a manager turns up at a club, as you alluded to there, and he's got certain players for certain positions, and he wants to play different.
Your man's a prime example of that.
Prime example.
Like Ruben Amorim going, do you know what? I want to play 3-5-2.
3-4-2-1.
Like Christmas tree. So he's like, okay, this is what we're going to do. I haven't got the players for it. Okay, I need a whole new team. Even if, like, players on the whole can adapt. Like, it might take a bit of time, but players can adapt. But managers now, it's almost like that. And this is why I understand where they're coming from. Because if they get a job, being a manager is pressure anyway. But when you talk about a Premier League job, because they're like gold dust, it is so hard to get there and to have a long, good go at it. You have to get results straight away. No bedding in period. You get results straight away or you're out.
Do managers not coach anymore? Or do coaches even coach?
Well, yeah, I think Maresca's saying he needs one. I don't think Maresca's I wouldn't say too fussed because of course he's going to have some input, but I don't look at Chelsea and Maresca, and I don't look at him as to say he's handpicked all those players. I'm not having that.
That doesn't help you get direct to a football.
Right, so I think they've brought the players in for him, and he's got to coach them. So he does coach them, but he's probably just saying, listen, just give me one more centre half of quality. Then I could put. It's different if you've got one centre half that's got real quality and one that's okay. But I think they've got enough there. I really do.
I think they've got enough there.
But again, managers are so. Are given such little time now that they're thinking, well, if I'm going to come in and play a system, I need the players to help me benefit in my role to be successful.
Do you think football fans think that their managers do coach or don't coach anymore?
I think a lot of them do coach because you look at prime example. I look at Thomas Frank when he was at Brentford. I think that's a well coached team.
Yes.
I look at Brighton and I look at the profile of that football club. Well coached team.
I think Eddie Howe coaches Newcastle.
Well coached team.
Yeah, I think
Man City speaks for itself. Of course, they're well coached.
Yeah.
Even Arnie Slot with the Gravenberch and a few tweaks here and there, well coached. So I think they do coach.
Okay.
I think the days of you just having the best players and just going almost like away you go them days are done. Them days are done.
It is bizarre that we've got so many players to fit so many positions. And a manager still, if that player by trade isn't, for argument's sake, a left back, but he's defender, he can't play there. But we've seen Pep play
centre halves
a long back as well. So it does make a mockery of it.
A little bit, but Maresca...
Luke Shaw, right, prime example, is now, you expect him, he played there at the weekend, playing left of a three.
Yeah.
Which is to me the same sort of role as a left back.
Well, it's not, but my thing with that is fair play Luke Shaw that he's prepared to adapt because he's been doing it for a little while now. I've seen him do it has he done it for England before?
Luke Shaw, yeah. Of course, yeah. I think Carl Walker played the other side. It was quite exciting when they did that.
So fair play to Luke Shaw. He's gone, do you know what? All right, I'll play there. And he's actually done quite well there.
Yeah.
But you're right. For if you haven't got the exact profile you need in that position, if the nearest thing you've got to that,
just play
him.
I'll tell you what I'd like to do, actually. We didn't discuss this in the meeting, but I'll open it up because I think it could be quite funny. If you play Saturday or Sunday morning football, right? Or midweek football, whatever, but you know what I mean, right?
Like non-league.
If you play non-league football, but like not at a great level, like quite a poor level.
Hackney Marshes.
Right. I'd like to hear from you if you think your manager tries to be too clever.
Yeah. Play it from the back.
All right? Play it out from the back. Okay, so we know you've just gone through a list of like top class managers in the Premier League. But if you play Saturday or Sunday league football, if you're a young kid listening, boy or girl, and you think your manager tries to be too clever, like playing inverted wing backs, right? Or playing three at the back and maybe picking, a right-sided midfielder up top because he's going to drop in deep and then play 2 10s. I'd love to hear from football fans that play the game.
I bet you Sunday league football, I bet they all play out from the back. I bet it's very rare. So. I think it's very rare now that a goalkeeper puts the ball down and goes, everyone squeeze up, and he just goes whack.
Do you?
Yeah.
I think that the lump it long, the Wimbledon days still happen in Sunday league football.
What, just we clap it forward?
Yeah, I think so.
Some will do, but I'm telling you now, a load of them will try and play out from the back.
Okay, listen, I love these calls, right? Because we all love football. Most of us, if we're lucky enough to play at the weekend, you'll have a manager that thinks he's Pep, right?
Do you know who's another well-coached team?
Go on.
Right, and
In the Premier League?
Yep, and it was night and day what he did with the same players.
Oh, I know, Glasner.
No, I mean, that's, again,
Yeah.
Unai Emery. The guy took
really? Yeah.
Steven Gerrard,
Gerrard,
the
yeah.
same players. I went, no. This is what we can do with these players.
Yeah.
So
it does make a huge difference.
Of course it does. Like Emery at Villa has been incredible.
Okay, what's the difference between a coach and a manager then?
So I think a manager almost is like an overseer. Picks the team.
And name a manager in the Premier League.
I don't think they exist anymore. Like managers were like Sam Allardyce.
Yeah.
Harry Redknapp.
Pardew.
Nah, he was not a bad coach. I'd Alan Charlton, good coach.
Big Sam?
Manager. I think
just don't exist anymore. Is that what you're saying?
Really, yeah. Like not these it's all head coaches now. Head coaches.
Yeah, don't exist today. Fergie, manager.
Yeah. See, Arsene was a coach. Arsene was in charge of everything. Yeah, everything.
Was it not Pat Rice alongside him doing all the stuff?
Arsene was everything.
Okay.
Pep, coach, and manager.
Yeah. Manager
and accountant.
Do you think Diego Simeone's a manager?
I don't know. Do you know what? For him to be in charge for that long,
he needs to do everything.
He must have done everything.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd love to see him in the Premier League.
Listen, you can yourself. Well, no, I wouldn't actually. He seems to be so dull. You like to see him in the Premier League, but not in charge of your team.
No, I'll take him at Arsenal.
What, over Arteta?
Not over Arteta, but if Arteta left.
Oh, mate, I'd be horrible to watch.
1-0 every week, I'd take that.
That's how it used to be under George Graham, wasn't it?
And we won.
You did win, yeah. Right, listen, football fans, you can have your say on whether or not you think the days of a manager's long gone, or if you play Saturday and Sunday league football and you think your manager thinks he's the greatest coach in the world and gets you to play out from the back and inverted wingers, etc., let me know. You can name and shame if you want. Or maybe you think your manager's got it. Or maybe you're a Saturday or Sunday league manager and you think you could do it at the top level. This is going to be fun. 03717223344. We'll take all your calls right after this. fast, this one, isn't it? Hey. Let's try on talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent. Let me remind you, talkSPORT is now available in more places than ever before, and you can watch us via your smart TV. Just head to talksport.com/watch for all details on how you can watch all of your favourite shows and presenters, plus some of our brand new content. Still to come. We'll be talking about Rangers and their shocking effort in trying to qualify for the Champions League. Just quickly, Brentford have turned down Newcastle's improved bid of £40 million for striker Johan Whissa, etc., etc. I'll let you know if that one happens. Right, we're taking your calls. Chelsea fans and football fans, talk to me about managers. Are they managers? Are they coaches? And also, if you've got a coach at Sunday or Saturday league level and they think they're the bee's knees, I want to hear what they try and make you do. Sam is a Coventry fan. Hi, Sam.
Hi, Andy. How you doing, mate?
Oh, great, man. How are you? Are you all right?
Yeah, really good, thanks. Yeah. Huge fan, so thanks for having me on.
Oh, it's our pleasure. It's very kind of you. What are you up to today? What have you been doing? You work?
Yeah, I'm just driving back from work,
Okay.
yeah.
What do you do?
I work in hospitality sales for a Premiership rugby club.
Oh, okay. You enjoy it? It's good fun? Do you nick anything?
Not on air, I don't.
Not on national radio, you don't? Okay, fine. Go on then. So what you phoned up to say, to talk about football managers or your own experience of Saturday or Sunday league manager?
So my own experience. So I play pretty bang average step 7 football. And I had a manager last season who decided to play a 3-4-3 formation, told wingers that they weren't allowed to track back, and he had a back four made up of 4 central midfielders to try and play out, or back 3 even.
And what happened?
I think it was 3-3. A lot of goals, as you can expect, but it was a bit of chaos.
If you've got, did you say 3 or 4 midfielders playing defenders?
Sorry, three midfielders playing as central defenders.
And so who did you have in midfield?
So we had loads of midfielders in the squad. So he put 3 midfielders in midfield, 3 at centre back, and then you've got 4 up top.
Do you have any defenders?
No.
And
he had him on the bench.
And what did you make of it?
We were all a little bit confused. He sent a WhatsApp message out the night before, and we all thought he was joking.
That's amazing.
And then when we got to the game, he was like, "No, yeah, we are actually doing this."
This is great. Well, good call. Thanks for that, Sam. Manager's trying to be too clever.
Do you know what's funny? Do you remember when Russell did it at Lee Carsley?
Oh, no. For England.
When he took every midfield player he had, or attacking player on the
when
pitch.
Man United beat Arsenal, I think it was 2-1.
Yeah.
And we had like 9 defenders on the pitch. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Jimmy's a West Brom fan. West Ham fan. Sorry, Jimmy. Hi, Jim.
There's no need to abuse me like that,
Sorry,
Andy.
sorry.
West Ham all the way, mate.
Can only
Good
apologise.
evening, how are you?
I'm good. I'm very well. How are you today? You all right?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. Yeah, I had a day off, took the girls to Fort Park, so all's good.
Oh, did you go on all the rides?
All the rides, mate. Yeah, all the big ones anyway.
I just can't do roller coasters. I just can't do them.
Can you not?
No. I did.
Okay, so we've got a new one there, haven't they? So I went on that one.
What's it called?
That is epic. Hyperia.
And what happens?
Well, first of all, you go up about, I don't know, 100, 150 feet, and then you just completely drop back down again, and that's the start of it. And after that, it's pretty much a blur.
Can I ask,
forget that.
Do you like it? Are your eyes open?
I do like. Yeah, to be fair, I have to talk to myself to keep my eyes open because I do get a little bit of a rush. I get a little bit nervous because I'm getting on a bit, and I think as you get older, you get more nervous on these rides.
Yeah.
You lose your bottle a little bit, you know.
Yeah. No good.
But I did keep my eyes open. Yeah.
No good.
Yeah. So it was good fun, mate.
Well, as long as you enjoyed it. What would you like to say, Jimbo?
Thank you. I am a manager of an under-14, well, going into the new season, under-14 girls on a Saturday morning.
Okay.
And I just wanted to discuss about that playing up from the back. Like last season, we were up against teams that started to bring it into their sort of like style of play. And I suppose unless they're one of the top teams, which we're not at the moment, but we have been promoted 2 seasons out of 2, so we're going the right way.
Congratulations, love that.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. It doesn't work. It doesn't work at the sort of like the lower levels. So it's like unless all of the players are on board with it, you play out to the side, you're out to your left back or your right back or whatever, and then before you know it, the midfield aren't really sort of like joining in or joining the dots, and then we're in. And but they persevered, bless them. But it didn't quite work.
Jim, let me ask you, my youngest daughter played in a team last season, and I went to see her a few times, and if someone was near her, I would shout, "Man on, man on." And then, of course, I realised it's not a man.
Well, do you know what?
What do you shout?
To my lot,
Yeah.
we shout man on because the girls prefer it because it's quicker to say than girl on or woman on or female on.
Yeah.
So they're all on board. I asked them the same question actually,
Yeah, okay.
and they're all on board with man on because it's a quicker way of getting your point across.
Yeah.
So they're all good with it.
Good.
Yeah, they're all good.
What's the
with
name of your
it,
team?
yeah.
Give them a little shout out, Jim.
It is Downgrange Crystals, under 14s, going into Div 3, start at Div 5, and away we go. So,
Superstar.
yeah, looking forward to the new season.
Good luck with the season. Thanks for coming on, pal.
Appreciate it, mate. Thank you,
Thanks,
guys.
man.
Great show.
Thank you, pal. Let's go to Bill. I nearly cut him off before he said great show. Dear. Bill is a Rangers fan. Hi, Bill.
Good evening, gentlemen. Thanks for taking my call.
Our pleasure. Thanks for listening, phoning up. What would you like to say?
I played in the managed teams. The secret for me, after 30-odd years of doing it, is just get the right players around you. You can't make it too complicated. If you look at guys like the gentleman beside you, or even you playing pool, you strike the ball different to the guys at our level. So don't overcomplicate it. At that level, I would say to maybe my centre forward, the back four would be too great. Find a guy that's not at the best and play against him. Make sure at the start of the season you get a new group of players, play a tight game. See, if it bounces off their shin, tell them to go and play somewhere else. If you can play five-a-side, you keep them. It gets a bit too complicated, I think, if we start trying to replicate what the professionals do.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Thanks for your call.
So, the only thing is, though, because a lot of kids and coaches and stuff watch Match of the Day, and rightly so, it's just infectious, isn't it? People just, like 4-4-2 was the great, everyone plays 4-4-2. Then it's 4-3-3, now it's 4. Do you know what I mean? It's just... So if you see Match of the Day and keep doing it. Like if Pep or whoever started going back to, right, everyone get on the pitch, smash it, eventually it'd go back to everyone get on the pitch, smash it.
When you've been training before, there was a manager, I can't remember who it was, but the story's been told on talkSPORT, where he got them training without a ball. Do you remember this story?
No.
An imaginary ball.
I had Felix Magath used to do that.
Felix Magath used to do that?
He used to do that as well.
Okay, so I was going to ask what the...
Just with mannequins.
What do you mean?
So he'd put... Basically, it was almost like a punishment, but imagine you put 11 mannequins up, right?
Yeah. What, like in the positions of like 4-4-2?
Right, yeah. Like he'd walk around the pitch, and wherever he was, that's where the ball was, right? So he'd walk to a position, and then he'd blow the whistle, and we'd have to get to a defensive position for where he is with the ball on the pitch. So
no, where he is.
Where he's the ball.
No ball.
No ball. So, and we just did that for ages. So like he'd walk over to the left side and blow the whistle. We've all got to get like shuffle across. He'd walk to the other side or jog to the other side. We've got to get across. He'd then drop. Honestly, for ages.
That's insane.
Insane.
Was there ever a moment in the match where you went, oh, this is working?
No, not really. We went down. Yeah, went down.
That's nuts. What's he doing now, Felix Magath?
I don't know. But
he's probably doing something with cheese, I imagine.
Well, yeah, on shins. But no, yeah, blow the whistle. Get up, get back.
He was an awful man.
Do you know what, though? I love curbs, right?
Yeah.
I love curbs, right? And he had one phrase that always used to crack me up because it's the first time I heard it. So he'd go. We played 4-5-1 when I was there, not 4-3-3. Charlton 4-5-1. So we'd be on the back foot defending, and then we like them times there where I could run. We just basically clear it. I'd get after
the one.
Yeah, I'm the one running everywhere, right? And then he'd go. Right, if he'd go to Youngie, one of the fullbacks, he'd go, right.
Luke Young.
Yeah. He'd go, well, I can't remember if we played left back for us them times, but he'd go, right, that's what we're going to do. If ever you're in trouble, lads, sit Benty and we'll have a scrap.
Game plan.
That's it sometimes. Have a scrap. He was, don't get me wrong, brilliant coach, but that was his outball. He'd go, right, if ever you're in trouble in the right back slot, don't try and be too clever. Hit the diag and we'll have a scrap.
Yeah, so I don't think that's bad advice.
No, I'm not saying it's bad.
Like, don't hang on to it, just get rid of it.
That's not bad advice, but that's the terminology they use.
Was very funny.
Diag, have a scrap. That's big old centre half just coming over the top of my head.
What manager did you have that thought they knew what they were doing, but it was so complicated what they were saying? Was there a manager that was just maybe too clever for his own good? No, not in a Felix Magath way, because he just didn't have a clue what he was doing.
Do you know what? It wasn't the case of...
what England managers to play under?
Oh, I had Steve McLaren, Fabio Capello, and Sven.
Okay. Any of them a little bit too detailed?
Not really.
Okay.
No, but you know what? The one that was where even though it didn't work for him, he was a really good coach, and he was better than I thought he was going to be, but it just didn't work for him.
Yeah.
Was Ian Dowie.
Okay.
So
where was that?
He came in at Charlton.
Right.
After Alan Kirbishley, and we didn't start the season great, and he ultimately lost his job. But in terms of his sessions and his coaching and little drills and stuff, he was really good. Really good.
Okay, that's good to know. Good calls, everyone. Good calls. Still to come, we'll be discussing Rangers and their terrible start to the season. First, it's time for the last no Googling of the day. Of course, we'll be talking a bit of Scotland in a bit. So what Scottish player has scored the most goals in the Premier League? It's a good question, isn't it? What Scottish player has scored the most goals in the Premier League? First name begins with what?
S.
No, who are you going to say?
Stephen Naismith.
No.
He's got...
What do you think it begins with?
No, it's not.
Okay, I'll give you the clue. I'll give you a silly clue when we come back.
When Sir Jim Ratcliffe took control of footballing operations at United, the Manchester-born billionaire was somewhat welcomed in as a homegrown hero, ready to save the club from the dark days of the Glazers. But in just 12 months, he became a punchbag for many fans. So what happened? Well, let's take a look and you can decide for yourself. Over the last 3 years, the club lost 300 million quid, and Ratcliffe rightfully committed to sorting that. But what seemed to get fans' backs up is the way he went about it. For example, talkSPORT understands staff lunch options at the Carrington canteen have been reduced to just soup and sandwiches, which the higher-ups at the club say will save them 1 million quid a year. Now, that might make sense for many who don't get free meals at work themselves, but it does get a little bit more picky than that. It was reported that after staff brought some stationery, they were ordered to send sellotape back because it wasn't considered to be essential. And the reward for being Steward of the Week used to be 50 quid, but that was scrapped and replaced by a paper certificate. But it's not just seemingly stingy decisions. In 2024 alone, Ratcliffe oversaw 250 redundancies, and more were announced at the beginning of 2025. Now, while there are people who acknowledge United staff numbers are overinflated, it's the optics which aren't great. Add to the mix the introduction of a flat ticket price of 66 quid for every fan, even children, while Casemiro's on 350 grand a week, and the frustration of fans reached fever pitch. Time will tell whether Ratcliffe's cost-cutting measures will improve outcomes at the club, but one thing's for sure, there's a long way to go for United to be back where many say they belong.
quite like to learn the drums. I think the drum's probably the coolest instrument.
Maybe I'm not giving you the right J Hoss tune.
Yeah, useless.
Hold on, wait 1 second.
No, you're useless, Benny. You're giving me the wrong
No, that's what the tune's called.
Do you think drums is the coolest instrument you can play? If you're a drummer in a band, that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, you're right, Jack. Sorry, it is the tune. A bit more volume, though, Jack.
No, Jack.
Jack, a bit more volume.
No, not a bit more, Jack. I'm trying to get through the
Jack,
show.
I like that.
Before the break, ask a question. What Scottish player scored the most goals in
Go on, Jack.
Time for the clue. You ready?
No.
Time for the clue. His surname.
Why do you always go surname first? Go first.
Because it might give it away. Surname is what you put a burger in.
Bun.
You put it in a what kind of bun? You put a burger in. No, you put a burger in a
bun.
Yeah, but
burger bun.
Right, that's his surname.
Burger bun.
Right, and his first name is another name for a jail, but like if you
prison.
Worse than that. Like if you were jailed in like the 1400s. You'd be thrown down in the
dungeons.
Right? Just without the S.
Dungeon.
Right, say it.
Hold on. Dungeon Burger Bun.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm laughing at it.
Yeah.
Dungeon Burger Bun. Hold on.
Scottish player. Oh, that is so good, Bentley.
Wait 1 second.
Please get that.
Dungeon Burger Bun.
Scottish player.
I can't get it.
You're gonna kick yourself if you don't get it.
Hold on. Shh, for a minute. Dungeon Burger Bun. Burger Bun.
It's so good. It's so good.
Damien Dunn.
Anyone else got it?
Dungeon Burger Bun.
Come on.
Burger Bun.
It's the first bit is what he's very close to his name.
Dungeon.
What name does Dungeon sound like?
Dungeon.
Scottish. Legend. I'll give you a clue. Do you want a clue?
Go on.
Everton. Legend.
Scottish. Premier League.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Dungeon Burger Bun. Duncan Ferguson. How many's he got?
68.
Oh, I thought he'd have more than that.
Oh, Dungeon Burger Bun.
Yeah, Dungeon Burger Bun.
Now, it's just been announced, Jake Paul. I don't know if this is true. He's going to take on Gervonta Davis on November the 15th in Atlanta in an exhibition live on Netflix. Paul's last fight took place at £200. Davis is the champion at 135. Joining us, we spoke to him earlier on, didn't we, on Instagram Live? And I said, what are you doing later? He went, nothing. And I went, okay, we might book you. And we have. Joining us now is talkSPORT's boxing superstar expert, the wonderful Spencer the Omen Oliver, to give us the very latest from his kitchen. Look at his little face, how happy he is. Spencer, good afternoon, good evening.
Good afternoon, good evening, gentlemen.
Yeah, do you know what's interesting? Is when we chatted earlier on my Instagram Live, you hadn't done your hair, and now I'm looking at you because you're on our show and you've combed it, you've brushed it, you've styled it. You ready to go?
All I've done is brushed it, mate. That's all. You know, it's getting long, isn't it? So,
which one?
Let's brush it. Great point.
Right, listen, let's talk about this. I get bored talking about Jake Paul because I'm not a fan of his, and but I get it. He does the numbers, and everyone talks about it, so we have to do the same. Is this fight going to happen, Gervonta Davis? Is it signed? So where are we at with this nonsense?
Well, Ring Magazine have actually released it, so that's pretty strong. Pretty strong evidence that this fight is going to happen. So I think the negotiations with Anthony Joshua have broken down, and I think that was down to broadcasting rights, who would get that with Anthony Joshua being on DAZN. Obviously, Jake Paul is on Netflix, and that's probably where the problem was. So I think that fight is sort of like dead and buried in the water. And we get Gervonta Davis, man, like you guys said it, is a 135-pound world champion, lightweight world champion. The guy's my height. He's 5'5", and Jake Paul is a cruiserweight. You know, he walks around at sort of like 15 stone. So, and it's an exhibition. So, look, if you buy into that, then yeah, fine. But it's not one for me.
Spence, let me ask you this: if you were European champion, right?
Yes.
Before you had to retire, Salah, you were European champion. If you were, how tall are you? What are you at? 4'8", 4'9"?
5'5".
5'5". Okay. If you were in your pomp at European champion and you were 5'5" and you were fighting Jake Paul, would you fancy your chances?
Absolutely. I think, definitely. I think I fancy my chances. I think Gervonta Davis actually beats him as well. He's one of the pound for pound best fighters in the world at lightweight. But it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? It's like you got a guy of 5'5" boxing a guy of 6 foot plus. Cruiserweight, it's just all a little bit odd. I feel if they're going to do an exhibition, perhaps Jake should have picked someone more his size. Look, his last fight against Julio Chavez Jr., was at cruiserweight. Chavez Jr. was a former world champion at middleweight himself, and that sort of made sense. And it was a good win for Jake Paul. You know, he come out there and he beats an ex-world champion. He gets a little bit of credibility, and you go, right, now you're heading in the right direction. You're starting to be okay, all right. Former champions, former fighters, but at least they're boxers. They're not MMA stars, and whatnot. So, yeah, I think that was a move in the right direction. Gervonta Davis is just a little bit of a freak show for me.
Yeah, I agree, Spence. I mean, the size difference is a bit of an annoying one as well. But also as well, I hate when they put exhibition in it, because then you think how seriously they're really going to take it. I understand it because of the money involved, but realistically, if there can be a winner, Gervonta Davis should take him out, regardless of the size, pretty easily and pretty quickly.
I agree, mate. Totally agree. Gervonta Davis is an active fighter. Like I say, still a pound-for-pound star. Very heavy-handed as well. He should have the movement, forget the size, to be able to slip inside and take Jake Paul out. That's the reality of it. But, yeah, I just find it all very, very strange. Look, I thought that an even stranger fight, to be honest, was Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. You look at that fight and go, who's going to sanction that? God forbid something happens to Jake. I think that what he's doing for the sport is brilliant in his own right. He's bringing new fans into the sport. He's doing excellent for women's boxing as well. You can't take that away from the kid, and he's been working hard as well, and he's improving. But going in against Anthony Joshua, a former two-time world heavyweight champion and still an active fighter, that's a suicide mission for me. I think that Anthony Joshua, and you look at Francis Ngannou, and look at what AJ does to Francis Ngannou. Who would win out of Jake Paul and Francis Ngannou? I would say Francis.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Just staying with this fight for a moment. What's the difference between a fight and an exhibition?
So an exhibition is more of a sparring match. So you don't have a winner and loser. They will probably have conversations before the fight about how the fight goes, if someone's getting on top, etc. Exhibition is very controlled, is probably the best way of putting it.
Okay. So it's just a way of Jake Paul getting in the ring, getting lots of money and not getting hurt?
Pretty much so, yeah.
Spence, yeah, a little bit, yeah. I've got to ask you about the fight. We haven't spoke to you about the fight of the weekend, Dillian White versus Moses Atoma. I mean, it was spectacular. But how much of that do you think was Moses being as great as we all think he's going to be, and Dillian White literally having nothing left?
Well, I think that, look, with the pressure on that young man's shoulders when he's going into that fight with, a lot of people saying Dillian White, that might be a step too far too soon. Although Dillian hasn't looked good, since boxing Tyson Fury back in 2022. He's had a couple of fights since then and not looked particularly good. That's still a huge step up. And with Moses, becoming top of the bill and all the expectation on his shoulders for a 20-year-old kid, you go, I thought that was brilliant. I thought that execution in there was unbelievable. He went out there and, it was the way that he done it, the way that he went around it. Like, you think he would take his time and sort of get into it a little bit, but he dominated from the opening bell. He was setting traps and the finish was first class. You can't take anything away from Jake Paul, because this conversation always comes up afterwards. Oh, Dillian White was shot. Dillian White was well past his best. Going into the fight, there was a lot of people felt Dillian would give him a lot of problems, and he dealt with him in a round in 2 minutes. You go, this kid is the next superstar of heavyweight boxing. No doubt about that. You would put him in with any heavyweight out there right now. I know there was talk, I know Turkey Al-Sheikh and Riyadh season want him to box Alexander Usyk next. You go, look, that's a step too far too soon for me. But still, that would still be a very interesting fight. Take Usyk out of the equation, and he goes in against any heavyweight in the world and probably beats him.
Let me ask you, effort levels, right? And you've got 100% to choose from. What effort levels did we see from Dillian White in that fight? I
think we saw 100% effort levels.
Do you?
He just went in there. What happened was Dillian's only ever boxed one southpaw before, and as a boxer, that some boxers can't handle southpaws. That can be difficult. Not making any excuses. I think.
Spence, sorry, can I just ask? I'm always curious when people talk about boxing southpaws. Is it as difficult for a southpaw to box an orthodox as it is for an orthodox to box a southpaw? Is it exactly the same problem?
Yeah, I know, but it's weird. But an orthodox seems to struggle much more with a southpaw as opposed to the southpaw.
Why?
The orthodox leads with his left hand, and the southpaw always comes over the top, so he's on the outside. So he comes over the top with that lead right hand and lands the hook all the time and comes through the middle with the left hand. Weird, I don't understand the science behind it, but the southpaw has an advantage going in there. So the orthodox has to set traps, feint, and try and lead off with his backhand as opposed to his front hand. But Dillian White went in there and he got tagged straight away and he got hit high on the head with a short right hook, and it seemed to momentarily paralyse him. And I think that, Moses just jumped on him, body shots, excellent shot selection, and the finish was savage.
So, Spence, where next then? Because you said that you believe other than Usyk, he could fight any other heavyweight on the planet. Yeah. Where would be the perfect step up for him next?
Well, you have to see what Alexander Usyk's going to do and what happens with the titles. And if them titles fragment, because Usyk has asked for an extension with the WBO. Moses Atone was number 1 with the WBO. Joseph Parker is the interim champion, so he would get elevated to champion. So you'd get Joseph Parker versus Moses Atoma if Usyk doesn't fight Joseph Parker. And that title looks likely to become vacant. And if it does, you get Moses Atoma versus Joseph Parker. Great fight.
Yeah, that'd be hard.
But why Usyk's still a professional? No one's going to beat him, right?
You'd hard to go against him, wouldn't you? You can't, how can you go against him? He's a generational great. No two ways about it. He'll go down as an all-time great. I think that he's a fantastic fighter. And I think that will he want to risk his legacy against someone like Moses Atoma as well? There's talk of that. Turkey showing that interest. You go, if you're in that position right now and I've seen this young hotshot come through, I think, do I really need that right now? I'm 38 years of age. I've beaten everyone twice. Do I need to go there? And, Moses Atoma is the next Kingslayer, without a doubt. He's the next guy to dominate the heavyweight division. There's no two ways about that.
Spence, you went out there for the weekend's fight, right?
I did, yeah.
What was because on the telly the noise levels weren't loud at all. What was the atmosphere like over there?
Yeah, it warmed up like it was a slow burner, if I'm honest. The week was a slow burner. It took a while to get going, but by Thursday it all started livening up. And Dillian White as well, who was very emotional going into that fight. Now, with a fighter, I think he's the first one to know the fight's left him, but the last one to admit it. And Dillian White is probably at that stage where you go, he was struggling to, he's looking at it going, his son is 4 years older than Moses Atoma. When he boxed in 2011, when he had his pro debut in 2011, Moses was like 6. It's like ridiculous. And he looks at that and he's probably going through all of this thinking, I can beat this kid. I want to go in there, but he only come alive on the Thursday. And I think that, he was quite emotional in the build up to, but the atmosphere was good, mate. It was enjoyable. It was a good card. And forget the 2-round demolition from Moses. It was the launch pad of the superstar of the heavyweight division.
Well, you're a superstar. Thanks for joining us. By the way, I must have missed the launch date. When did Just for Men bring out Beard Dye?
I'm looking good, aren't I, mate?
You look frighteningly gorgeous, honestly.
Brilliant.
Are you well? Everything all right in your world, Spence?
I'm all well, mate. I've been looking up the Robbie Williams. I got Nicola to look up the Robbie Williams dates. I think that was October the 9th. Is that right, Nick? October the 9th? Yeah, October the 9th, mate. So if you can book us in for that one, and obviously we'd like to meet Robbie as well, mate, would be great.
Okay. All you have to do is send me a text of when you want to go and a check for $2,000 and I will sort it.
Well, let's drop the $2,000 out.
Send me a text, I'll sort it out for you, all right, Spence? I'll sort it out for you.
Mate. Thanks so much.
All right, take care, man. I'll see you soon.
Cheers, guys. Thanks so much.
Our pleasure.
I might go to that Robbie concert.
Oh, you don't want to go Oasis?
You can't get me tickets.
I can't get you tickets.
You can get me a Robbie.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you can.
I can get Spencer, Robbie.
I'm going Robbie, please.
Okay. Where are you going to go? Where is it? What one? Go with Spence.
I'll go with you. Because you're going to go to Robbie's.
No,
that's your boy.
I'll go like backstage.
Yeah, let me come with you.
No.
Come on.
No. That's for VVIPs.
That's not you.
I think you'll find it is if you look on Instagram. When we come back, talking to VIPs, One Word Billy knows loads of them. And he'll be in the studio right after this with the end of show quiz. Boots on Billy?
One more Billy got his own thing, has he?
Oh, Billy's always got his boots on. This is Joe on talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein, Darren Bent alongside for us at 7. Flex hosted Transfer Insiders tonight. He's got Roy Jennings alongside him. They'll keep you up to date with Celtic. They're in Champions League playoff action. The team news is in. David Tanner has everything we need to know. David, good evening.
Good evening to you. Good evening, everybody. Brendan Rodgers enjoyed the luxury of being able to rest players during Friday's League Cup win over Falkirk. He returns to strongest 11 tonight. That means there's a return for Kasper Schmeichel, Cameron Carter-Vickers, Liam Scales, Benjamin Nygren, Rio Hitati and Adam Ida. Making way are Viljami Sinisalo, Dane Murray, Austin Trusty, Luke McCowan, Johnny Kenny and record signing last season Arne Engels. A place in the group stage of the Champions League is a prize for the winner of this tie. Celtic will want to get the job done tonight here in Glasgow as they face a 7,000-mile round trip to Kazakhstan next week for the second leg. It's Celtic against Karat Almaty, kick-off at 8.
Good work as always. Thanks for that, Dave. Now, the NFL returns to Wembley in October as the LA Rams take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. We've got huge competition for VIP tickets. That's right. We're giving you the chance to win 6 seats in a private box at Wembley Stadium with full hospitality plus $5,000 spending money. Here's how you enter.
18 plus, UK excluding Northern Ireland. For a chance to win, text the word cash to 83338 and you're in the draw. Text costs £2 plus 1 standard network rate message. You must have the bill payer's permission or enter for free by calling 0330 880 3338. All entries must be received by 25th August at 11 p.m. This is a talkSPORT limited promotion run on talkSPORT, Talk and Virgin Radio UK stations. See talksport.com for terms and conditions.
Now, if you've been listening to the show, you're thinking it's been good, but the production values haven't been
brilliant,
as good as they usually are. It's because Billy's been producing the show.
Very good.
You right, Bill? How's your day been today?
Really good.
We don't care, Bill. We've got about 2 minutes to finish the show quiz.
Yeah, show's been good, though, hasn't it?
Show's been great, mainly because you've let me and Benny riff.
Do what you want, yeah, fair enough. It's all about the Sun, because we made the front page of the Sun.
Yeah. Well, I had it.
We made the front page of
I mean, my name's in it.
We as a show, we made the front
page. Who phoned
page.
Noel? Who texted him? Who got him on?
We all did.
Whose name's in it?
Andy, how many editions of the Sun newspaper have there been?
What? Whatever.
Yeah.
Well, you got 365. Oh, hold on. It's not on Sunday. Well, now are you counting Sunday, the Sun?
Not gonna lie, I just counted the days back to the first edition.
So. Oh, so you don't know the answer to that? You're counting days, Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah, it's how many days have there been since the Sun launched, pretty much.
Oh, how many days? What day? I would say it's definitely about the 70s. So that's 50 years. Have I got multiple choice?
No.
50 times 300, 5 is 15. 300,000.
22,000.
Describing the feeling as indescribable.
Pretty close, is it?
There's miles away, wasn't I?
Yeah, Benty, Oasis is a popular drink. Name 5 more orange-coloured drinks.
Oh, that's a great question.
Tango.
Yeah, that's obvious.
Fanta.
Oh, well done.
Orange squash.
Okay, yeah.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
And Sunny Delight. Remember that?
Oh, well.
Yeah. Good work.
That might be your cleverest answer yet. Well done.
Kool-Aid.
Well, he's cool. I thought you put that in a car.
That's blue something, isn't it?
That's Kool-Aid.
No, it's not
Coolant.
Yeah, but it's called add blue. It's called add blue in it. Yeah.
If you're adding blue, you're doing something wrong, Betty.
Add blue.
Andy, sticking with the Sun, what is the record for the most children born to one woman? Sons and daughters included.
I think it's about 26, 27. Have I got multiple choice?
Yeah, if you want it.
Yeah.
28.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
69 or 103.
69?
Yeah.
No, 28.
69.
Jeez.
Valentina.
I wonder why she went, I don't want 70.
Yeah. Called it a day.
69? She had 69?
Yeah. Between 1725 and 1765.
Well, those are the years of the kids or the years that happened?
The years that those kids were born.
Right, okay.
Yeah, between them.
Last question to Darren Bent, who's alongside me on mine. What are you winning for?
Benty, Drive made the front page of the Sun.
I made the front page of the Sun.
We all did. How hot is the surface of the Sun? In degrees. 5,500 degrees, 55,000 degrees, 5 million degrees.
Hit me with that middle one.
It's got to be 5 million, isn't it?
It's only 5,500 degrees.
Only?
What I said,
Yeah. No, you said 55,000.
How do they know that?
Someone stood there and measured it.
No one's getting that close.
You know what's weird, right? His sun's a million miles away from us, and we're lit up. Yet space isn't. That's weird, isn't it?
Get your boots on, Billy.
How will they measure that? Because you can't get close enough to find how hot it is. Whatever you send there is going to burn up.
I don't think they send something there.
How do they take the temperature then?
Well, they work it out. How long it takes light to get here.
No.
Oh, you're not having it? Okay, fine. All right, well, you would know. That's it. That's all we've got time for.
All right.
Billy, don't bother saying goodnight because no one cares about you.
Good night.
Same applies to you, Bethany. I'll be back. Front page of the national press, Goldstein. What? Not for those reasons. We're back tomorrow at 4 o'clock for more of the same. Thanks for listening. Have a lovely evening. Be safe, everyone. Be safe.